Alright. Now we're in this shit. Okay, what the fuck is going on? It is I, Levitate, Connor, and today we have Angel, ONHELL, one of the illest in the game, just dropped a Remixtape, and we're gonna be talking about bullshit. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Ugh, what up? Wait,
Okay.
talking to the mic? Or
Yeah.
can I sit like this and we'll still pick it up, or not so much?
I mean, it picks it up, you know, it's just like kind of, yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, it's mainly because I don't have fucking, what are they called? Like, not condenser, dynamic mics. Right. So
Right.
the SM7Bs and all that
There's
shit.
some like fucking crazy, like the Yeti mics that like will pick up the whole room, I guess.
Yeah.
And they're like cheap too.
Yeah, dynamic, like any dynamic mics. Like Andy has an SM7B for his vocals because he like screams.
Yeah.
So you want like, I don't know, yeah, for whatever reason, it's better for screaming. And so those are like
That's just not easy.
Dude, so I did it on one song. I've done it on one song. I haven't put it out yet, but I did it on one song and like he taught me how to do it.
Yeah.
Dude, it is like the most finesse shit.
Yeah.
Like if you do it wrong, you're fucked for like 3 days.
It's kind of quiet, right? It's like kind of like it's like it's not like,
it depends on the style.
or I guess if it's like like that can be
That's
fucking
quiet.
loud. Or that can be loud.
That's a quiet one.
Oh.
Right? So the baby screams, like what you just did, that's kind of quieter. But when you get into like, it's weird how it works. The mid-range ones, really fucking loud, like, or pretty loud. And then the really low ones, like your Cannibal Corpse and shit, that's quiet. You know?
Wow.
So my shit has to be pretty loud because I like that fucking like technically hardcore, like that genre. I like the way that they do that shit. Oh, can you make sure that the on your mic there's like a gold little circle? Can you make sure that's facing you?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, tight. Hell yeah.
That's
really what I get for using fucking condenser mics, like the vocal mics for this.
Bro,
shit.
you get what you getting.
Exactly. Like we just ended up with 2 of them after years of doing the damn thing. You know? Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna try this. What is this called again?
Mica.
All right. I probably sound like the whitest motherfucker.
Dude,
like,
well, I'm just like, this is just me making. I just make this every day.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is fire. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be like usually when you get it from the store, it's a lot sweeter.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like a sweet drink. Like you get your horchata, you get your jamaica, and you have your little fucking tacos or your burrito, whatever.
Fire. Yeah.
And but I just make 2 quarts of this every day. I don't drink water because the LA water tastes like shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
dude, we're
so
thinking
I
about
just-
like double filtering our shit. It's
You just have a
fucking-
Brita?
Yeah, we have a Brita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Britas like really don't do it.
No, well, not here
You
though.
feel like we were literally looking at like $1,000 reverse osmosis machine.
Dude, well, it's like fucking damn near
It
worth it.
tastes like fucking dog shit.
Especially.
This water tastes so bad. I literally when I go up to Humble, I will like go and get gallons of my friends' waters out of their tap and then bring it back.
Yeah. Oh, understandable.
I'll
though.
fill up water elsewhere.
This is so shitty of me to do, but like this
What?
shit is so important that I text this guy back right now.
What is it?
The camera, yeah.
Yeah. That's so sick. What are you gonna use it for?
I mean, dude, I'm gonna make like fucking indie movies.
Nice.
Straight up, like I'm going in.
Yeah.
I'm sending. Yeah, I'm really really excited. Excited.
What do you wait? So do you want to like film it, or you want to?
I'm probably gonna hire people to film it because I'm not that good of like a filmer. Yes, like
You want to like direct? You want to like make movies?
exactly. Yeah.
Like period.
Yeah. Like I wanna creative direct and I wanna like produce them. Yeah. But
Sick.
well, my plan is like I want to start with like high tier music videos. So like the type of shit, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like high up music videos. And then from there, like branch into like, okay, we're gonna start doing like 10-minute shorts. And
You
then,
mean
like,
you mean indie in the sense of like independent, or do you mean indie in the sense of like Michael Cera and like fucking Juno? You know what I mean? You know?
yeah. I mean,
I remember like being introduced to the word indie, and it was like, you know, like The Killers and Michael Cera. Like it was like, you know what I mean?
Dude, what the yeah, I was just watching this like Kerwin Frost and what's his name, in Mac DeMarco thing. Like their interview, and they had that conversation, and Mac DeMarco was like, "I don't, dude, people throw this fucking word around about my shit." He's like, "It literally just means independent. I don't really know what the fuck you're talking
like
about."
we are indie.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like our
yeah.
music shit. Yeah, it's like if you put out,
Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah.
if you put out your shit,
Yeah, like if you
Have you always self-released stuff?
No, I only did that for like the past like 3 years. I have some.
Do you like self-releasing more than the other?
Yeah,
You do?
Yeah, well, cause I was lucky enough. Just for the listeners, we got kids outside, so you're gonna hear a lot of that.
Oh, of course. Yeah, they're playing.
Yeah,
They were chill.
but yeah,
They
like
waved back to me.
yeah,
They were cool.
they're tight. They're good kids.
Get to know the kids. You should make them. Popsicles in the styrofoam cups,
Dude.
Where you do a little sugar in the little thing, and then you give them to them, and then
You be cooking.
you may or may not be told off by their parents.
Probably, yeah. They'll probably be pissed because they'll be wired.
Yeah.
You really be you be cooking. You make shit.
Yeah, I have. Lately, I haven't as much, but
Yeah.
lately I've been cooking like to survive. Like I'll cook like a giant pot of beans, and then just
Yeah.
be like, all right, it's like bowl of beans tomorrow. Bean burritos. The next day, like beans in this, like
Yeah,
bean
yeah.
tacos. But they're still like fire as fuck. Like my beans are like.
Fuck yeah.
Like I tweeted once, I was like, just out here eating beans like every day, and my friend's sister like texted me, and she was like, "Hey, are you okay? Like I can send you some money." And I was like, "What? Like why?" She's like, "Well, you tweeted something that made me think that you were like didn't have very much money." I was like, "No, I'm eating beans because I love beans."
Yeah,
like, I don't
fuck yeah.
fucking.
Dude, that's probably why I like fucking Chipotle so much. Also,
Yeah.
white as shit. Of me to say, but it's
I hate
fire.
Chipotle.
No way.
I'm a Chipotle hater, and anybody who likes Chipotle, I'm just playing. No, I was playing.
You're
But I
good-
did. I literally ate it the other day because I was like, I hate this place. I need to go and eat it because it's like I hated Drake, and then I realized I hated him so much because I loved him. You know that?
Yeah,
when you're
yeah,
like, yeah.
Yeah.
You're like in denial.
I think I had that probably 2017. I think.
What? Did you hate Drake too?
Oh, I hated Drake. Yeah, for a really long time.
What about now?
Well, it's gone full circle. Where like this is what it. So, 2017, I was like, you know what? Like, I just have to face it. Like, I like this guy's shit.
Yeah.
You know, like these are good ass songs.
Yeah.
And then I think 2020, deep in the coronavirus,
Yeah.
got caught in a YouTube hole. I had nothing to do, and I watched his interview with Nardwar and 40, like his producer.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of hate you now. I don't like.
Wait, what? Because you realized that his like success is basically because of 40.
Well, yeah, that. I mean,
like fully. Like,
Yeah,
40
yeah.
is like amazing.
straight up that, and like it's something about the way that he talks about culture that was like really getting to
A
me.
little vulture-y.
It's like a lot vulture. Yeah,
for
like,
sure. I get that sense.
Yeah, he'll like tap into like these
Well,
like
bro, he started talking with like a British accent out of nowhere.
exactly.
Like, yo,
yeah.
bruv, ting. You're like, oh, yo, where the fuck
like-
did that come from?
Yeah, he's like
And
talking
bef-
fucking patois.
Yeah, well,
I was like,
before it's like he started getting into like dance hall and shit,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, "Oh, like
yeah.
wagwan man," like and then he starts getting into grime music, and he's like, "Yo,
Yeah.
bruv, ting man dem," and you're like,
yeah. Yeah,
Yo.
it screams of it too, man. And for like
Yeah.
2 hours on that interview, you're like pick another fucking thing that you're just gonna siphon off of, because he's like low key going
well,
through
it's
the
like
list.
it's interesting because it's like I was watching a David Bowie interview, and he was talking about how he like feels kind of like a chameleon, and that
Yeah.
he like will just absorb shit
Yeah,
and then like interpret it artistically and put it out there.
yeah.
So like that's kind of like what Drake is doing, but it's also like kind of corny.
Yeah, I'm following, by the way. It's just like this.
Oh yeah, what are you doing, bro?
know,
We're supposed to be
fucking
having a 3-hour long
up, dude.
conversations with no interruptions. No,
Oh man, just the way.
the level of disrespect here. I'm gonna. You will never play a Wook festival. Ever.
Oh, okay. I'm fine. Yeah, that's it. You're gonna gatekeep me,
I'm gonna give you from the Wooks. You're like thank you.
right?
You're like-
yeah, yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
to Wook or not to Wook?
To work, not to work, not to work. Not in 2021. Man.
Yeah, but you'll do it accidentally. You'll put a little brah in your song, and you'll be like, fuck.
like
You start looking at your show, you're like, what did I just put a little brah in the song, and now they're coming.
now in droves. There's just hemp ropes in droves.
Yeah.
It's the rope one that gets me.
What, the rope necklace?
No, the lighters, the like.
Oh yeah.
The hemp. You know what I mean? Because I mean,
Yeah.
it makes sense, but it's phonetically and just.
Oh, you mean where they light the hemp and then they take a hit out of the bong?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And they'll have like a rope of like hemp in their like pocket or on their wallet.
Well,
For me,
I'm okay. Well, sorry, no, go.
yeah, for me, it's like the phenomenon of having a dirty hemp rope in your pocket is like weird to me. That's like
So I come from like Humboldt, where it's like all stoners.
yes,
So I grew up with like stoners who were like, oh, I don't want to smoke butane out of the lighter.
that's one I've heard. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So that's from my experience of that. But on top of the hemp shit, there's mad people at these festivals that will have like literally like sewn together hemp massive.
Oh, it goes
hemp
crazy. Yeah.
necklaces
Oh, I know.
That
Yeah.
are like, you know,
100%. Yeah.
it's just a lot.
And that's and you know they've been wearing that every day for like a year, 2 years.
Or maybe they just bought it. That's the thing with the hemp. That it's brand new. It looks fucking like worn and used.
Yeah.
Or 20 years old. It looks exactly the same. So you never fucking know.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah, dude, the timing on that camera thing was so awful because he was like, yeah, I'll holler at you at like 5 when I go send this thing off. And I was like, okay, yeah, that works. And then he was like, shit, I'm working late. I got to do it. He's in like Sacramento.
he's mailing it to you?
Yeah. Damn, and so
I hope it
he was
survive. Or I don't want to jinx it. No jinx. It's not gonna be good.
No, it's good. I got pictures. I'd like FaceTime the guy. Like we're locked in. But yeah, he was like, yeah, I'm at the hospital. I just barely got off at like 5:30, and I was like, okay, word. And then you showed up like a moment after he called me, which is like that's obviously not on you. You know what I mean? It was
good. I mean, I just roll. I didn't even tell you I was coming. I just fucking walked in. Yeah.
It's perfect. Yeah.
Here's one thing. I know you don't like tequila, but I do think like I was in Jamaica for like 3 weeks or whatever, and like the first day we went there, there's like the brown rum and then there's the white rum, and the brown rum is 40% and the white rum is 60%. The white rum is fucking just tastes like pure alcohol.
Deadly, yeah.
It's like it's horrible.
Yeah.
And the first day I got there, we all did a shot of the white rum, and I just shot it back, and it just burnt. It was horrible. It was disgusting. It was horrible, and I was just like, I almost vomited. You know, you just do a shot wrong, and you just literally almost vomit.
Like something happens with your nose. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, fuck, like that was disgusting. And I told somebody, I was like, dude, I don't think I can drink rum. You know, like that's it. And they're like, dude, you're on an island where basically the only liquor they have everywhere is rum. Yeah. Like you have to drink rum and you have to get over it.
Understandably. Yeah.
You live in LA.
Yeah. I see where you're going with
you live in Little Mexico.
You're right.
LA is Little Mexico.
Yeah. I have noticed.
And there is tequila fucking everywhere. Delicious tequila everywhere. Yeah. And everyone loves tequila here. And there's bad Latina bitches everywhere that love tequila.
Yeah.
And, you know, you don't need to drink tequila with me right now.
Okay. Respect.
But I just want to plant a seed that you should get over it.
I'll tiptoe into it.
I think you should start tiptoeing into it and like maybe like doing a mixed drink, a really nice tequila mixed drink, like somewhere like someone's like they have great margaritas or something.
I'd have to go sour. I'd got to go really sour with it, just with that palate.
Okay, or mezcal. You could start with mezcal.
That would be an easier way to do it. Yeah.
But eventually, you got to get back to being able to drink tequila. I tell this to everybody that like, because everyone has that story. Yeah, you know what I mean. And there's people that have like. Are still in the like I don't like tequila, and there's people that have like overcome it. I mean that's not impossible. I see you as somebody that overcomes it. I could I believe in you. Yeah, I could overcome it. Weed definitely not, but like tequila I could definitely overcome. Tequila over weed anyway. Yeah. Not to be a alcoholic bitch. You know what I noticed about this though, just randomly just now on that bottle is they picked the Law and Order font on this branding. Show the camera this really one. Quick. Yeah, that one. But they curved it slightly, maybe? Yeah, that's like the Law and Order. This is the Kirkland tequila. Oh, they're the best, though, with alcohol. Yeah, they are. Because I forget which company, because they'll just take a really good tequila and just slap their name on it. So it's like... I know the one. Espolon or something. Or, yeah. Do you know which one it is? I don't know which one the tequila is, but their vodka, Grey Goose. Oh, it's legitimately Grey Goose. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, because my mom was like, my mom.
It totally is the lawn. Well, it's like slightly curved.
Yeah, they threw
You
a
see the
little
T's?
spice in there. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, my mom was a bartender for like 30 years, and so
Really?
she would talk to the reps and stuff, and the reps of like Kirkland would be like, dude, this is fucking Grey Goose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a plug, and it's like half the price. It's the shit.
Yeah. It's
Yeah. What was I talking about? I was talking about
Yeah.
the label stuff a little while ago. With that shit, the indie releases. and
Oh,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. So I did a few division things. Like I did a Mephuse remix I think last year, and that was
Noisia.
Noisia's thing.
Noisia's
Yeah.
label.
Yeah. So I did a remix for Mephuse on their label
Yeah.
last year, and that was the last label release. And then prior to that, in 2018, Division was the last label release that I
Did
did.
you like an EP?
Yeah, I did an EP. And after that, I stopped. Like I had some shit in the past with like funny ones like Bygore and like all trap music
Yeah.
and stuff, and like Block Society. I was like signed to
I
them for a while.
totally forgot about Bygore.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just remember first hearing it and like just like that is a really really bad name.
Oh man.
To have to win
I'm just gonna speak
by-
transparent. Like, dude, I ain't got like. Here's the thing. I'm not fucking held up by any bridges at the moment. So
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna be real. Fucking awful label, dude. Like,
Yeah.
not even the back end. I mean, that music is like.
Yeah.
I so strongly dislike it now, and I can't even lie. I can't even lie for a second. I'm
Yeah.
just like.
The music that you put out with them.
No, not.
Oh.
I'm just mean the. I'm talking shit
their
at
music.
this point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like I've heard nothing but bad things about Borgore.
I do. Yeah.
So it's like I don't know. I just like I feel like that like the trickle down effect, but I don't. Yeah.
It's like bro step. I don't like it's not my
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
subjectively, but yeah, and then I think 2000
You have your own rug?
Oh hell yeah, dude, I just got this. I got this like a month ago. I'm really stoked about
Did
that.
you find like a TikTok person who makes rugs to like make this? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my boy got into it because of that trend, and he
Yo.
started commissioning rugs. Yeah. That my homie, his name is Jacob. He goes by Boston. He's fucking awesome.
This is so sick.
Yeah, shout out to Some Hard Co. That's like their company is Some Hard. Yeah, it's fucking dope. He killed it. I'm like so stoked on that.
This is fucking sick.
Yeah, he like walked me through it too. He's like, "Do you want this? Do you want that?" Like, pointing out things.
How long
I'm
is it
like,
make it?
I think like a week, something like that. It was dope. I think it was like $200 or something like that.
No. It was $1,000.
It was $1,000 dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody that's listening, his rate.
It's $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's definitely gone up in price now because I remember at that time that was when he first started.
Yeah.
And now he's
Dude,
like,
rugs are so expensive.
oh, dude,
Have you ever tried to buy a fucking rug?
like a rug,
Like a real rug?
Yeah. Well, I've looked at them because not that I wanted one, but
Dude,
I
it's
looked
like-
at them in Seattle. It was like
Literally
grand, yeah.
like thousands.
Yeah,
tens
yeah.
of thousands of dollars. Easily.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a nice like Persian rug or
Yeah.
any exotic name that you can put in front of any exotic word you put in front of a rug. Like
Yeah, it's
Farsi or like I
every
don't know,
letter is
that's-
another zero on the price tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. It's like
Yeah, I remember checking out rugs in this shop in Seattle and was like,
fucked.
this is old money shit. Like,
yeah, that's why like families are just like you inherit like
understandably, yeah.
yeah.
I think you gotta upkeep that shit though. Like, imagine the 16-year-old like girl that like puts it in her living room when she
Yeah,
moves
I have
out.
like
It's
a or if hippies own it. Like I have a Moroccan rug from my mom.
no
And
shit.
it was like fucking hippies owned it, so it got all like fucked,
Yeah. No, I mean
It's
like
hippie shit.
the amount of the amount of ash and blunt guts or what have you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Andy talk about the dirty bong table phenomenon a lot.
Yep.
How many dirty bong tables have you had in your life? Do you think?
Me 0 because I'm not that much of a weed smoker. I just have it
Good for you.
for my friends
Good
if
for
they
you.
want to smoke weed, and like I'm from Humboldt, so I can't be like having bunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that being said, I've had plenty of friends where it's just like fucking
Dude,
like, and we ground
Yeah.
up weed, and then that's just like literally all over the floor, and like
they're like a bag of Doritos, like straws for some reason, like
it gets
really,
wild. And,
yeah,
then, and then
but-
the ashing, where it gets ashed, it kind of just gets ashed everywhere. 'Cause
Yeah,
you're
it's-
like, oh, where's the ashtray? And then you like ash it in a cup, ash it on a thing.
it's like
Like, this would become an
years.
ashtray eventually if that stayed there long enough.
Exactly. And it's like the air over it from years of being like a trap table. It's just like that cigarette, just ash, and then you ash it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think I've lived in probably 3 different places with like the dirty bong table, and it's a relic. But there's something.
Your homie doesn't smoke weed.
My mom? Oh, Andy? Yeah. Oh, my roommate. No, he doesn't smoke weed. Nice. He does like he'll like. He'll hit like a dab pen, maybe not a dab pen, but like he'll hit like
Can I do this?
Be gentle. It's like a fucking hood rig on there, to be honest.
Should I not do it?
I don't know. I mean, take it easy, you know.
I'm just gonna not do it.
All right. Yeah,
Can I turn it to the side?
Of course, yeah. Yeah, he'll hit like a little like pen every now and then just to chill, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not like a big weed guy. I just get anxiety. That's my thing. I just get instant anxiety. 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
It's like in another. It's every strain. It's like doesn't.
Yeah.
It's just whatever. You know.
Unless I'm very, very comfortable.
Wait, what?
Unless I'm very, very comfortable, I also get anxious. Like if you're around people that you're trying to be like a cool guy too.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm the new cool guy. And they're like, you want to smoke? And then you're like, yeah. And then you're like, oh, God, what am I doing here? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, why did I do that? Like
that's an instant thought. But I'll be on that level alone. That's the fucking thing, man. And
you'll get like anxious and paranoid by yourself.
By myself. Yeah. Because there's not like, I mean, I know myself psychologically enough at this. I'm 27, so like. Yeah. There's not a facade that's going up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And especially after maybe like 24. So it's not even that. It's like I'll be like in a studio where people are chain smoking blunts or whatever, and I'll be like, dude, I have to like leave, and not out of like not because like the smell is getting me. It's like I'm like freaking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just all bad for me, sadly. But I wish I could. Honest to God, I wish I could. I wish I could just chill
and smoke weed forever. That'd be cool.
It honestly would be great. Like, there's so many days where I'm like, I'm fucking so bored. I would do, you know.
I've been eating mescaline I ate mescaline before I came over here. I'm like, kind of feeling it a little bit.
That's fascinating.
Because I kept like microdosing it, and the first time I did it, it was like really sick. It's still like a micro, you know.
Yeah.
But then today I was like, I haven't really been feeling it as much. I'm gonna up the potency.
That's the first time I've ever heard that.
What?
Mescaline microdosing.
Yeah, I mean, you could like microdose with cocaine, and you're really, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You could fucking.
That sounds like a nightmare. I feel like
tequila microdose. Maybe if you tequila microdose, then you could actually start drinking tequila again.
I was thinking about smelling it. I just started smelling it. Yeah.
I smell every shot that I do. I go.
I would gag. I would gag. I
just want life to be a little bit harder. You know? I want to play life on hard mode, not on fucking easy.
Just a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, that's why I don't meditate or I don't exercise. I don't do anything for my mental health. Every day I go, you suck. Because I just want to play life on hard.
You don't work out?
No. Well, if I went to the gym, dude, I fucking hate exercise.
Okay.
I shouldn't say I need to stop saying that I hate exercise because it's like, well, you run, right?
I do a lot of shit. Yeah.
You do a lot of shit.
Yeah.
There's so many things. Like if I run, I can't run, dude. I can't run in the public.
I mean, I get that.
Like I can't be the guy who's like.
I get that.
Because it's like I see someone running and I can't help but be a little bit like, little hatery.
No,
or like a little like. This is a doofus, you know? I don't want to do that.
Oh, dude. It's a fucked up mental gymnastics thing. Every single day when I go out to walk to the point to where I'm going to run back, I watch people run by and I'm like, fucking loser.
Yeah. What is that? Like, why do we do that?
I don't know.
And we know that they're like, it's like, and then the other part of you is like, oh, good on them. They're doing good. Like, you know what I mean? But your instant thing is like, fucking
every fucking time I'm like, you fucking white bread son of a bitch, like you fucking milk
but like
toast,
I know that I need to. The only exercise like that I've really found like I hated gyms. Like I grew I grew up wearing like boots and sandals, hippie shit or hick shit, and you fucking clown on people to go to. They're going to the gym.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why don't you get out of the goddamn house? Like, you know what I mean? It's like that.
That's
shit.
always the one is like go do work.
Yeah,
like that's
like,
always where I fell is like just literally
but like,
work.
Now that I live in like LA, like rat cage.
Yeah.
You know, it's like.
Yeah.
Like when you live in nature or you live in like a rural area or you have a fucking whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're naturally going outside, you're naturally moving your body, you're naturally like doing goal oriented shit.
Yeah.
So you're just like, it just happens naturally. But like now that we live, or that I'll speak for myself, I guess, but it's like that I live in this fucking rat cage, it's like artificial.
I live a mile away from you.
I walked here.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
yeah.
You legitimately walked here.
I legitimately walked here because I was like, I need to go on a fucking walk.
Yeah.
You know? I'll walk, but I won't run.
but it's like everyone's got to walk. Yeah.
But it's like everything has become separated out. You know?
Yeah.
Or it's like, oh, like you're outside. Like, okay, well then you need to go to the park. Like, oh, you exercise. Like, oh, well then you need to go to the gym. Like, oh, you went and did something. Oh, you need to write your goals down. And it's all like this like artificial. It's like taken apart and then like put back together so that you can like live in this world and not fucking kill yourself.
Everything's super like compartmentalized. Everything is like now I'm like working. Now I'm doing this.
Yes.
Instead.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you don't do that, it's like hard. Like, it's like, you know?
My shit is this. My shit as far as like getting that kind of shit done is I'm as opposed to being really compartmentalized and organized.
Yeah.
I'm fucking routine based. So everything is like
this is perfect for you.
It's like a ritual. It's like ritualistic for me where I'm like every day like I wake up, I walk like a mile and a half and then I run back. And it's not really about whether or not like, oh, this is my run time or this is like now I'm working out. It's that like this is my like it's my ritual to start the morning. It's like that's like my thing. And that for whatever reason keeps me like weirdly sane. You know, like I feel like everything's less chaotic if I'm doing that. And then the rest of my day is like whatever the fuck is I want to do. You know? And I think that's like another reason about the running thing that like even if I'm like judging people, I just do it is because I trap myself into doing it. So I like so adamantly didn't want to jog and do all that shit that what I used to do in Seattle, I knew I needed cardio. So what I would do is like fucking hike up this hill. It was like this like mile and a half hill in Seattle. It's really steep, right? So every single day I'd start my day and like walk up it really fast and be like fucked up winded at the end of it. And I would do that every single day and then go faster and faster. And then when I moved out here, I was like, there's no hill to hike. Hill. Like and I'm not gonna just like bail on this like morning cardio shit. Yeah. So I was like, I gotta do it, you know? And then every single day I'm like listening to hip hop, like I'm such a milk toast motherfucker. Like, every day I'm like, fuck me, dude. Like, but I do it. It feels good. You know, I
feel like a goddamn gorilla.
Yeah, well,
I feel like a fucking gorilla in a city who's just like,
bro,
like just like breaking walls and like being like, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah,
you know, it's like
I like that side of it. Honestly, God, I like that side of it.
This shit is this is a weird ass place. Any fucking urban area is a weird ass place.
Facts.
But it's like
I'm from a rural area too. I was in Vermont.
Yeah. I don't want to go anywhere. That's the thing. Is like I don't want to be like a fucking farmer.
No.
You know what I mean? No. I don't want to be like a guy who lives in his van who's like, like, oh, I just need to like hit the road and be an adventure and like have an Instagram handle of like my van adventures. Like I'm not like I want to fucking be here, so I've got to like.
You just nailed that. What? You just nailed that guy. Like literally.
Instagram handle, and he's like, he's like, just live every day that you want to live the way you want to live, and you're
dude,
like,
yeah,
not everyone can do that, dude. Like,
yeah, straight up.
But I mean, like.
That's like a connected
I get it. I understand the mentality of wanting to do that. But then there's just like a very cheesy way that people go about it sometimes where you're just like,
oh, yeah.
Really? Come on, bro.
Facts. That's like, I mean, shit, dude. I come from Seattle. That's like every other hipster dude in Seattle. Like
there's a lot of them up there.
Oh, it's a shitload. Yeah. In the Pacific Northwest, that's like
dude,
the wet dream.
When I was in Joshua Tree.
Yeah.
I got kicked out of Joshua Tree because I was sleeping in my car. Like a fucking state ranger was like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And so I had to find this like spot that was like anyone can camp there. It's like some random desert land patch.
Yeah, okay.
And I went there and I saw one of them and they had their Instagram handle painted on the back of their van, dog. And I like looked it up and I was just like, who are these fucking like even though like I was basically doing the same thing just like in my car, like but and for a short amount of time, but whatever.
I have a thing, man, I got this like thing about that where I'm like, just fucking do it. If you're gonna fucking do it, just fucking do it. You know what I mean? Like that that looks cozy as hell, man. But like when it comes to that kind of shit, I'm like, do you need the fucking IG handle painted on your van? Do you need that? Is that a prerequisite of taking this fucking trip?
They need their followers, dude. They're gonna start getting sponsorships soon.
Yeah.
How do you think they're gonna pay for their travels?
I'm like, why is that recommended or why is that required? It's fine. I like actually less sweet stuff, but we have honey, and that's it. We don't have sugar.
It's fine. You'll be okay.
I like that stuff. Yeah,
I make this every day. I make 2 quarts of this every day, and I just drink this.
That's bomb as fuck. What's the base in that?
Jamaica.
So that's like its own thing.
Well, like hibiscus.
Oh, hibiscus. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And then I put some ginger in it. I put some like, fucking, chamomile.
Chamomile?
No. Calendula. One of these herbs.
Herbs.
You know,
Herbs are tight.
A friend gave it to me. There's black tea in it too.
Oh.
You're a caffeine head though.
Yeah, I fuck with caffeine. Yeah. I like all the like stimulant stuff. Anything that's like
Whoa there.
yeah.
There's fucking crack.
Yeah, besides crack and booger sugar.
What's booger sugar? Oh, Coke?
Yeah. Speaking of microdosing on cocaine, I was just thinking like technically every time someone does cocaine, they're kind of microdosing, but for some people it's like microdosing 32 times in a night.
Yeah, then you're just dosing.
Yeah. But for
like just friends who just were like, they're not microdosing, they're just dosing every day.
Yeah.
Everybody's microdosing though.
I microdosed acid for what was it, a month and a half, a couple years ago.
And
it was good. I learned more about music production than like ever in my life. Like I don't know, some people consider myself as like a sound design guy.
You're a real producer.
That's just
you're like yeah.
Well,
like
that's because like
that level of like sound design and production level, like I'm just like that's over there. Like for me, you know what I mean?
I don't know. Your shit is great. Your shit is super good.
I feel like I'm like DJ Khaled.
No,
you know what I mean? I'm like I think I know how to produce, but I just like put shit together. No. And I'm like, it sounds good.
I listened to your beat tape. It was fucking sick. Yeah, I skimmed through it. It was fucking fire. You got ups from who was it? Banga or someone like that. It was like someone big up on that tape. I saw that text message thread on IG.
Oh no, well Chimpo.
Yeah.
Well, because I remixed their song.
Yeah.
And they're like Chimpo's like a friend of mine, but who I don't know is Trigga.
Gotcha.
I realized, dude, what happened is that like I got this is for you by the way. I got these made.
Oh, I got a trade for you.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. Continue.
But yeah, I got these tapes made, and then like
Legacy book.
Oh, sick.
It's backwards, so that's the back. It was a miscommunication with a printing company, and we just rolled with it.
Wait, so it starts backwards?
No, yeah, you had it right. No. So
like this?
The covers are so that should be on the back, but that ended up on the front. But yeah, you're reading it right now. So yeah, that's page 1 and 2.
Dude, this is so sick. This is all from the visuals that you did, huh?
Yeah. That's like the whole. It outlines the whole like album story and everything.
That is sick.
Thanks, man.
This is fucking dope. Yeah, the videos were really dope.
Thank you.
Let me put these out. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to make.
Yeah, but like I basically ordered. I fucking ordered these.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I had all the masters done, everything was going. Yeah. And I had asked Footsie if it was okay, because I have a Footsie remix on here.
Okay, yeah.
And like, we've done like I know, we talk sometimes.
Hell yeah.
But And he was like, oh yeah, it's all cool. And I totally forgot to ask Trigga, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck, and they're already made. And like, I've met him once when I was staying with Chimpo in Manchester, you know, and he's like, you know, not so, you know, I was like telling Chimpo, I was like, yeah, like I just want to make sure that like it's all like Sam Binga and Chimpo were like both cool with it. They're like, yeah, and they're like, yeah, I want to make sure that like Trigga is okay with it, you know. And he's like, oh yeah, you know, he's like, yeah, that's a good thing. And I was like, yeah, you know, because I don't want to like disrespect him or anything. And he's like, yeah, he's not one that you want to disrespect. And I was like, oh fuck, like okay, I'm so glad I'm asking this right now.
Yeah.
But then like Chimpo showed it to him, and then the little message was like Chimpo being like, "Oh, he loved it, blah blah blah, in it, fam, all that, yeah, shit." So
fuck yeah, dude.
I was like, oh god, thank fucking god, because I just like had all these made, and then he'd just be like, "Yeah, no, it's not cool." I'd be like, "Well,
it'd be fun."
I got to get another 100 tapes made, but
I like that shit. I like that flip especially because like there's a certain. I don't know. There's like certain kind of like vibes that you get from that. The like I don't know, what do you call it? Like deep dubstep. What is it? How would you call that style? Like I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know. Grime, dubstep.
Yeah.
Fucking bass music. I don't really know.
Yeah. There's
kind of all that.
Yeah. There's a few kind of like vibes that are really common in that realm of things, you know. And like some of it's more like the upbeat shit, and not upbeat shit, but like the more like their version of club friendly shit with like that kind of stuff for me doesn't, because it's so minimal inherently, there's not much to it off top. It doesn't really like hit a lot of tones that I want it to hit. But like that style that you got where it's really, really like fucking like musty sounding. Like everything's real gutter. That's my shit. Like I fucking was so stoked to hear that because I'm like, yeah, dude, this is fucking gutter. Yeah. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, you gotta have the good shitty sound. Shit good. Shitty and good.
Straight up. I yeah.
You know?
What the fuck was I to say? What were we saying about like sound?
I don't remember.
I don't know either.
I'm kind of hazy right now.
Yeah, man, I've literally never done mescaline.
It's very cool.
It's cool?
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, like, I think that, like, mushrooms and acid are kind of more, like, visual, like, fucking, you know, the walls are, like, moving. Shit.
Yeah.
And then mescaline is a little more, like, vibey and, like, I don't know, holographic feeling, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this comes full circle. This made me remember why we were talking about that.
What?
Yeah, because I microdosed on acid for like a month and a half, and yeah,
kind of give that vibe a little bit.
Well, no, so for me it was like a file cabinet opening up in your fucking brain. Like it was like every single fucking. I mean, like a lot of people have done acid. Acid is acid, but if you take it in those like small increments every few days, you know, it was like every other day.
Yeah.
For me. It was like when on the days that I would do it, it's like every fucking thought and idea was super organized, like as if I was like constantly meditating. Yeah, you get it?
I'm just like, my back is so fucked.
We got a foam roller. You want to roll it out?
What does that do? What does that mean?
You like, thing? Yeah. You like set it on the ground, and then you like put your back on there, and then just.
Yeah, I see these things, and my
immediate reaction is this looks like a form of exercise.
No,
and I don't want to do it. But then I go, you know what? Because I don't want to do it, then I should do it.
Yeah.
But I know this.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Because I've been meaning to do it. But yeah, you just fucking sit back on it, right? And then just crack your back.
Does it crack?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I just got like 2 or 3. And then when you go back.
Dude, do you know this back cracking TikTok thing?
What?
Can I do it to you? Can I crack your back?
Is it the hug thing?
No, it's like you go to like.
Wait, yeah.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah. What's up?
You have to get on your knees, baby.
I don't. All right. This is getting weird.
Oh, actually, my hand is cute.
Dude, this.
That was an accident. Okay, now you have to just go like this, like you're under arrest.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go like this.
Oh, this is. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right. Then I'm gonna lift you.
Oh.
Did that work?
Yeah, I got 5.
Sick.
That was instantly. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone heard what just happened. It probably just looked like I was about to like blow you for a second.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just cracked my back. That was crazy. Oh man, TikTok is fucking.
Oh, I should do this.
Do it. It's worth it. Yeah, so start with it high up because you got to go. You got it. So like,
I don't know about this, dude.
sit down on your back, and then start with it like kind of between your shoulders, and then just roll.
You just like
Oh, and put your hands like X on your chest like that.
X?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then roll back. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god. Oh god. Oh fuck. I've been binge watching these like
There you go.
These chiropractor YouTuber videos where he just like
That's my
cracks people's shit.
I honestly am obsessed with that.
Then he went into this barber shop and like just fuck this dude up.
I saw
Like,
that
he
one.
just like goes in with his hand and is like
yeah.
how's that? And the guy's like and he's just like literally like just going like this.
Yeah, he's like fucking dying. Yeah.
He's just like sticking it right into a spot.
That's the guy that does the hammer, right?
Yeah.
He like
Yeah.
Yeah, he did Action Bronson. That's how I got put onto that guy.
That's a big boy. Oh no, he's losing weight now.
Action. Oh yeah, he's lost like 200 pounds. It's incredible.
200 pounds,
Dude.
200.
Yes. He was 400 pounds, dude. He's lost legitimately.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, he's lost like it's like 190 pounds.
Dude, losing that much weight is crazy.
I know. Can you imagine how he feel? Like even regardless of muscle, like how he feels. Yeah.
Just imagine walking with that much weight. You're just like, because even with like a heavy backpack, well,
Dude.
you just get naturally buffer.
Well, yeah, you
With
have
weight.
to be. Like you have to be,
Yeah.
or else you can't like walk around. You can't run.
Lifting your arm, you're lifting all that weight constantly.
Dude, that means your arm is easily 60 pounds. Just your arm. Like if your whole body is 400 pounds, your arm is probably over.
I just had an
60 pounds.
idea because basically they get buff because they're carrying around all that weight, right?
Yeah,
What if we just wore like a weight suit constantly?
you get ripped
Like you never took
without
it
a doubt. Yeah, you without a doubt.
Do
you
they
get
make
ripped.
those?
They make pregnant suits
Let's do that.
and just put fucking iron in it.
Wait,
Just put
but is the
straight-
pregnant suit like so a guy can feel like what it's like to be pregnant?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that what those are
exactly.
for?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you wore like a fucking a suit, like a wetsuit, zip up, it's all just like 60 pounds on you.
yeah, that'd be the best.
And you would just like,
Oh yeah.
right?
I'm for it. No bullshit. I genuinely wish I could.
ripped.
Yeah, because you could do simple shit like
You're
just
like Baki.
walk around. You could walk around.
You look like Baki.
Baki.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's like this crazy ripped anime that my other roommate would watch.
Oh,
It's
nice.
just like, it's like the most ridiculously ripped.
Comically,
Yeah. Like,
there's like
Huge.
the off seasons of Dragon Ball Z where they go like Super Saiyan 7 and shit, where they turn into like monkeys and stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
Massive
Fucking
gorillas. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to be one day.
A gorilla?
Specifically a gorilla, not like a large man that's
I
ripped,
feel like a
but I mean
gorilla.
like gorilla. I would like to be hairy and be able to
feel like
rip
a
cars in
gorilla.
half. You feel like a gorilla.
Yeah, that's been like let out of the zoo and then is expected to just like thrive in the city. You know?
Yeah.
You're like, how the fuck are you supposed to do this shit?
I don't know. I like it out here. I like my routine out here.
I like LA. I don't dislike it here.
Yeah.
I'm just finding it difficult to adapt, even though I've been here for literally like 3 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Was it
I guess
all?
I go through phases.
Were you in Humboldt like your whole life before that?
Yeah, for like until I was like 22 or something. Then I moved to the Bay. And
Got
then,
you.
And then I came here. So the Bay was like my stepping stone.
Yeah.
If I just went from Humboldt to LA, I would have been like, oh my God, they didn't say hello to me when I waved at them. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Why was he so mean to me? The bartender was like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. That'd be. Oh man, that'd be my grandma living in a city. She'd just break down
Yeah.
on day one. It's like I'm sorry,
They
Mary.
were so rude.
So
Like I
rude.
literally, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Where did you live in Oakland?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know all the wormhole guys?
Yep.
Hell yeah. I did.
I was literally just watching like a bunch of old wormhole videos on YouTube.
Nice. Were you regular there
Basically.
at the time?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely.
And I don't even mean just playing. Like you pulled up though.
Yeah, because it was just like, oh, what am I gonna do? You're like, oh shit, that's going on. I'll just go over there and like
Fuck yeah.
talk to humans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
That was like Q in Seattle. That was like the spot.
Yeah, Q was cool.
Q was
sick.
Fuck.
Yeah. It was a white room.
Yeah, it was huge.
All white.
Yeah.
How did they keep it so white?
I don't think it really was all that white.
It was probably now that I'm thinking is that they had a bunch of weird lighting in there, right?
Yeah.
Imagine that they had someone design it to where it was like, it's white, but even if it's dirty, the lighting makes it look white.
That's
still.
what I think was going on.
I bet if you just turn on regular lights, that place would be like
Dirty,
tan, like
dusty.
brown,
Yeah.
tan. Like,
I can tell you from firsthand experience, it was.
Yeah.
It was. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, we're gonna have a club that's white. It's just like,
Dude, like the
You're
functions,
insane.
like when you get functions, they're that in that color, they're white. You know what I mean? But forever, they're brown functions. Those are like tan functions.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah. Forever.
what's the sweaty white color? What is the actual color? Yellow, I guess.
Off-white. I don't know. Yeah. Beige.
Who's that picture of? Is that your father?
Yeah, that's my dad.
Is he dead?
Yeah. Jesus.
My mom's dead.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we can
Yeah.
we can relate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never gotten that before. You dead? What is that? No.
Hey, Dad. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I was 2. Yeah, I was 2. He passed away.
You were 2?
Yeah, I was really young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was of age.
Oh man, fuck! I'm sorry to hear that.
What?
I mean,
No, we're both in the same boat.
I mean, yeah, but yeah.
No, but like for me, it's like my mom was sick for a long like.
Oh yeah.
So by the end of it, it was like, she was like, I want to fucking die. Like, for a long time, she was like, I want to go to Oregon and get the fucking suicide shit.
Oh yeah.
She would talk about it all the time because it's just like, but by the end of it, she was like, I remember it was like a month to 2 months before she actually died. And she was like, yo, I'm gonna die. She like knew it. She was a badass. And
Holy shit.
And she was calling people and just being like, calling like the casket or the
Oh my, like
service,
organizing this
yeah,
shit?
being like, no, I want your cheapest thing. And they're like, well, this is our low. Like, she's like, no, I want a cardboard box.
Oh my
Put me
God.
in a car. And they're like, oh, and they're like, yeah, this is for me. And they're just like, oh, okay. Like, they're just like, and I'm just laughing my ass off. Like,
Oh my
she's
God.
just like handling it. And that's what we had when we got the ashes. It was just literally in a cardboard fucking box, which they never do. Like, they
Yeah.
always are like, you have to pay for like $1,000 urn or like this.
Yeah.
And she got him to put her in a cardboard
Oh my
box.
God. Wow.
And it was in a bag. It was like a bag in a cardboard box.
Honestly, that amount of like how would you put that, like assertion? You
Yeah.
know, like I'm a fucking take this over. This is that's fucking admirable. That's some
Oh,
badass
yeah.
shit, man.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like, I feel differently about death than a lot of people. Or I just a little more, maybe a bit more accepting of it.
Yeah. Did you watch Midnight Gospel on
I've
Netflix?
seen it. I've seen like a couple.
Yeah, there's one.
Oh yeah, this one was his mom.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, he was talking to the character about death.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that was his actual mom.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't even know that.
You should rewatch the episode because once you realize that, you're like, holy shit, this is crazy.
I did not know
He's
that.
literally having a conversation with his real mother, like the narrator of it.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, because that's what I was gonna say. They talk about death on that one episode, and like that concept of like fucking, I guess like leaning into it.
Yeah.
is way more liberating than
Yeah.
this really fucked up like Western kind of that. They talk all about that, but like the Western like tragedy porn shit.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
also almost like avoiding it.
Yeah,
You,
yeah,
like
that's
just keep putting
that's-
it off, and like,
Yeah.
dude, it's literally the only thing that we're all gonna do.
Yeah, that wall. The first time I like saw that side of shit, like the latter, like the smarter angle of that shit. My great grandma passed, right?
Yeah.
And like, which everyone's great. That's everyone dies, you know.
Yeah.
But like she was sick for a while. She had like Alzheimer's, and my grandfather, like, so he was like, oh yeah, Dot passed away, and I was like, oh my God, that's so sad. That's so sad to hear, and all this shit. And he's like, no, it's not. He's like, dude, she's had Alzheimer's for like years. He was like, yeah, it's about, she's like fucking 90 years old. Like, yeah, like, dude, it was about time to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I remember because I was like 19, I like froze. I was like, what do I say here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Did you know her very well?
Yeah. I mean, like, not like I'd probably when I was a kid go to her place like once every 2 weeks, something like that. Like it was all my grandparents on that side I would see regularly as a kid.
Yeah.
But obviously not like through high school and stuff. You start smoking weed and shit. You don't see your grandparents.
Yeah, I mean, like Mexican culture and shit, it's definitely much more accepting and like much more like you just honor your dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you fucking.
That's a way cooler angle.
It's so sick.
Yeah, no,
Dia de los Muertos is like so tight. It's just like fucking put a little picture up, some candles, put some little fruit for them to eat. You know?
Hell yeah.
Like.
That's way better because the concept of running psychology is funny like that, man. Like if you like are told your whole life to like run from something, you just build that up to be like terrifying and awful, but it's like some shit like you're saying, like everyone's inevitably gonna pass. So
yeah, I mean, when there's been a lot of people that have died, the last year even, like Sophie and like other people.
Oh man,
I feel like Prince just died like a year ago. You know what I mean? Like even though that was a while ago, but it's just like I kind of feel like it makes me feel more like after you've seen like a really good movie.
Yeah.
Like the end of it, like a movie where it's like you follow the, it's all that like you laugh, you cry, but by the end of it, it's like a whole like encompassing of that, and like everyone in the theater is crying, like that type of shit, like. And it's like, it's not sad, but you just loved it.
Yeah.
It's like, it's sad, but it's also this, it's also that, it's also that. And like, that's kind of how I feel about death. It's like, there's a sadness to it, but there's also like.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it's great. It's like, they get to rest. They get to chill. Dude. We have to endure life, which is suffering. We're still doing it. They get to take a nap and just chill the rest of their fucking eternity or whatever you believe in. But it's like,
Yeah.
Like,
no, spot fucking on, man. And like to mourn over something like Prince passing is like subjectively kind of silly because it's like you're talking about the most wild fucking ride that you could have. In like how he's like 50, 56, something like that. I don't even know. Somewhere in his 50s, I think.
Yeah.
It's like you got fucking 4 people's lives worth of a life in that. Like you can't be bummed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like the fact that he A made it this far and B it's like that's the most radical fucking tale. You just had the illest story.
Prince is amazing.
I gotta turn this fucking watch, dude, bro. Like, how do you put your watch on silent? I don't know how to do this.
I haven't had a watch in a long time.
I don't know how to fucking work this thing, man.
What is it? An Apple Watch?
Yeah. Oh, there. That was not the move. That was exactly not the move.
Did you just try to put it on silent?
There we go. Silent mode is on. Yeah, I tried to.
What does it do? It helps you.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
So I got
for like exercise.
I didn't get it for all that. I don't need someone to tell me how to run. Like I got it because I don't want to bring my phone with me. So I got like the chip in this, so it works like a phone. Like if I
so you're like Star Trek.
Yeah, Loki. Yeah, it's fire. And I got like the Apple earbuds that connect to it. So
if you want more though, Mike, help yourself.
Yeah, thank you. I don't want to carry my phone, and I want to be able to get calls and like use Spotify. So
wait a minute. Let me think about this for a second. I've never thought about this before.
So
you have a watch on your phone. How far is the distance?
No, I have a chip in this.
How? What do you mean?
This is like a phone.
So you don't have to actually look at your phone.
No, I don't.
You can take calls, take text messages.
Yeah.
All that from that.
And get Spotify too. I can play Spotify on like wireless earbuds. Yeah.
Ooh, cause I fucking hate my phone.
Dude, it's pretty dope.
I hate my phone, and I literally almost bought a Hello Kitty flip phone because I was like, I'm so fucking. I'm just like obviously, I want to still be able to like text people back so they don't get angry at me if I don't text them back. Yeah. Which I do all the time anyway. But like, you know, I need to be able to have that option.
It's a fucking ball and chain. I get it.
Yeah, you just I mean, like, I'm addicted to it, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's the, you know, sometimes I wish I was like sometimes I wish I was like addicted to drugs so that I had an excuse, you know? Because like, I'm just addicted to my phone.
I know, yeah.
And it's it's so like, I don't know, I just feel so basic.
No, I get it. I do, because I find like if you've ever been addicted to anything, the chain just goes down. You know what I mean? Like if you're like, oh, I smoked cigarettes for a really long time, you kick cigarettes, and then you're like, fucking my phone.
You have
all
another
the time.
thing, right?
Yeah, it just never ends. Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't wish I was addicted to drugs.
Right.
But I'm just like, why am I so attached to this fucking device?
Oh yeah.
This instant dopamine getter.
Yeah, I'm bad with it
And-
too. Yeah.
And trying to like manage my existence with it is not.
What gets me is thinking about people like Drake, some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like his phone is like it's 1,000 times more that than like what I get. You know what I mean?
With like
with the if you're talking like dopamine, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's getting like mainline because he's like nudes on like all the time.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
he
like
can have whatever he wants.
It's like
he posts something. It's like a million.
a million.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's literally like you have to not look at your phone because it or like you have to turn your phone off because it's just gonna for like an hour. You know. And so like I think about that where I'm like addicted to looking at this shit every 30 seconds and I'm like, well, for what? For like a few, like a little bit of love or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you think about someone like that where it's like, dude, if he looks at his phone ever, like it's I mean, it's like 100 times, 1,000 times.
Yeah, he's definitely somebody that has got to like manage himself.
I'm trying to Rick Rubin that shit and do what you're talking about. Just get like a fucking pager or something like that. If I could do that.
A Hello Kitty phone, bro.
Hello Kitty phone. If I could do that, keep things going, I'd be in there.
It'd be cool. It'd be very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the benefit to this is the only or the downside moreover to this is like not being able to fucking like write emails. That's kind of my only thing. Like I just want to be able to write emails from this thing.
Yeah.
That's really it. And like check Instagram direct messages cuz this just gives you notifications. This doesn't actually you can't do anything from it.
Right.
Yeah. So you can text from it though. That's cool, I guess, and answer calls. So the phone is there, but
Phone watch.
yeah. Yeah, I just didn't
Watch
want to. I didn't want to carry my phone when I was running, man. It's super annoying.
Phone watch. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude! I did not actually screw that on all the way. I'm fucked. Oh, it's fucked. What if I just hold it for the
Wait,
rest?
it's not fucked, is it?
No. I just
Oh,
didn't.
you have to swivel it though.
Yeah, and then I gotta unscrew this.
The
Yeah.
mic is on it. You have to swivel it.
Oh, this is kind of messy. Yeah. Wait, how am I gonna do this?
I think
right?
you have to swivel the whole. I think you have to unplug the cord and swivel
Yeah,
it.
I'm going ghost. The listeners are probably just hearing insane pops. Like
Yeah.
when they watch this, it's just
Yeah.
gonna be like unbearable pops. Oh man. How long have you been working on that tape, by the way?
Bro, this thing has fucking been on my computer for like 2 years.
Nice.
Like, no lie. It sucks. I need to release, I need to just like make something and put it out much more. It'll be better for like my mind, you know, just to move forward. Cause
That's
yeah, cause
we go.
someone said that they're like, oh, it's been like 2 years since the last remix. I was like, fuck, it's been 2 years, like. So
yeah. All right, we're good. Yeah, that's
I'll
wild.
sit on
man.
songs for years, man.
That's all those guys do. Like literally I feel like I'm probably throwing shade right here, but I feel like everyone in that scene, whether it be UK D&B, like deep dubstep,
Yeah.
like that entire scene, y'all have thousands of dub plays.
Yeah.
Every fucking
I
one.
mean, I don't do it intentionally.
Yeah.
It's not like a move. It's just like, yeah, I need to get cover art for that. And then I'll be like, okay. And then I look at something else. And I go, oh, I got to do something for that too. And then it's like, I have this thing that I also got to do. And then this, and then this. And then I just like, I'm like, bloop, 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 bloop. And then by the time, oh shit, I have to get cover art for that. I forgot. And then I'm like, oh, on to the next thing. And I just do that for like 2 years. And then by the end of it, I'm like, fuck. And then I was like,
the thing that always got me about that, about like sitting on stuff for a long time, is by the time you're finally releasing it, it feels like it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I've been like, this has been like
songs.
a 2 years. Yeah, this has been a 2 year thing. Like, I think my album was like a year and a half.
I'm amazed like Tupac like wrote that album in like a week or 2 weeks or whatever. Like this,
I think there's something to that, man. I think there's some shit to that, to where it's like, that's probably why it was really good.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I've been thinking about doing that, like renting an Airbnb somewhere and just taking my studio.
That's great. I was thinking the same thing,
Yeah.
straight up. Because I I've been into design so heavily here that every time I sit down there, it's only design. I'm like, that's like the main shit right now.
Well, when things open up, I'm gonna fly to Manchester and like there's this MC Chunky that we've been working on tunes. We've got like 2 tunes, and then we've been like working on other shit just like periodically. But it's fucking hard, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I wake up in the morning, and then like it's like 10 o'clock at night for him. So then we have like a couple hours to like work, and then also like. So just when shit opens up, I'm just like, fuck this. I'm just buying a flight over there, and we're getting in the studio for like 2 weeks, and we're just cranking shit out like on some shit, like which I've
Yeah.
like I don't know, like that's why we're producers. Like we work by ourselves.
Yeah,
You know what
I don't
it's
like
rare
to,
that we
yeah.
like. So I'm just stoked because we work well together, and like we're both like-minded individuals and shit. So we can just like I feel like we can just fucking crank something out. Like,
Fuck yeah, dude. I get fucking weird when I'm producing in front of people.
yeah.
Yeah, if someone's like Lev, jump in there, do some shit.
I'm
like,
it's so bad.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
And then afterwards, you're like, why did I do that? Like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
like instead of like you're at the party and you see something weird and you're like, why did I say that? Instead, you're like, why did I put that snare in there? That was so bad. It was too much reverb on it, and it made the whole thing muddy. Like, you know what I mean? And then they were looking at me like, I have that with fucking people all the time. Especially like if you're in the studio with somebody who you like look up to or like think is really good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, it's so much worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll do some fuck shit too. I'll like try to like, I can't even help it. I'll like start to lean into what they do. Like I'll be like, like you make D&B, so I'll just immediately start like doing fucking like Hoovers.
But then they're there and they're like, oh, we know you for that thing. We wanted to do that.
Yeah, they're like, we want you to do literally not that.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
I do the opposite. What I've noticed, like lately, I've been trying to stop it because like my production style is like just throwing shit in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's good.
Like
Yeah.
I just throw like 10 bass lines and then like pick the best one.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I realize like for collabing with people, it confuses the fuck out of people unless they're on that same wave.
Yeah.
Like where they'll be like, yo, you have like 5 bass lines in here. Should I mute the, you know what I mean? They're like, what is going on? This is messy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah. And then they're just like, and then it's like, where's the idea? And you know what I mean? And I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
So I realized like with collabing, I should just like, it's like a little more focused, like baby steps, like not like, like just like, okay, I'll just add one thing, maybe another.
Yeah.
And just like, let it breathe, you know?
Let it
Because otherwise
breathe.
I'll just be like, I don't know, like.
I think as long as you clean shit up or whatever. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not good at cleaning. It's like a mess.
Yeah.
Shit will just be muted.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
I've gotten the confusing part
bad.
about that shit is you're like, am I ruining this guy's stuff?
Yeah.
You know, if you're like,
yeah.
oh well, this is off, so like
Yeah.
I can turn this off. I'm just like, am I just fucking up their whole shit right now? And I never know. My stuff is just controlled. It's like my own organization. Like it's fucking like visually chaotic, you know? But
you have like groups on groups on groups.
no, I don't do groups. So that's actually a fun thing. I don't trust Ableton's like it's like a weird superstition thing.
Oh, you're on some fucking sound design. You're a real sound design guy.
It's like, well, it's like superstition. I don't know how valid it is.
But you've dug into forums and you've seen other people confirm your superstition, and you're going, I fucking knew it.
Yeah, that's actually
You're doing
true as
buses.
fuck.
You doing buses?
If I do, if I do groups, I do buses, but for the most part, I try to maintain them as just regular stems. If I need to use a group for like this one technique that I do, I'll do that, but I try to avoid that shit. But in that, it's like visual fucking chaos. Nothing's organized, like none of that, no color coding, none of that shit. But in my brain, I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how this should.
You use like synths and like all kinds of different like I feel like I just use like simpler, like that's the only thing I do.
That's fine.
You know
got
what I mean?
you got modular gear though, don't you, or something? You have like analog stuff.
I
don't
have
you?
synths,
Yeah,
but
I don't have any of that.
I'll like jam out with my synths, and then I'll just have a long thing, and I'll just throw it into simpler, and I'll sample myself.
That's the best.
I mean?
That's like actually
that's
a great
basically
way to do it.
my only technique for everything.
No, but that's fine. That's fine because
It's like,
and that mentality is a funny angle, man, with like electronic producers, because like in metal, like I've worked on some like metal shit with Andy. I've worked on like my own shit that's not necessarily electronic music. With that stuff, you're like, I'm gonna play a riff on a guitar, You have a bass guitar, you have drums, and
Yeah.
we're singing. That's a whole fucking song every time.
Yeah.
Shout out to the ice cream truck.
Are they good? Have you been?
Never had them, man, but they got the weirdest song ever. It's the
Dude.
weirdest shit. There's like that weird sound in there. I don't understand how that pertains
In
to ice
my
cream.
other neighborhood, they had one that I would just call it the Trap Ice Cream Club, ice cream truck, because it was the same ice cream jingle, but they had like an 808 clap to it. It was literally like just the jingle, but it's like clap, clap, da-da-da, clap, clap, da-da-da, clap,
But it's
clap,
specifically the
da-da-da.
808.
Yeah, it was literally.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. But yeah, no, like with that technique, man, with what you're doing, it makes total sense because it's like, yeah, that's like per the fucking course. You know what I mean? You're like, that's your band now. It's like you got the synth, you have your sampler, and then you have your electronic drums.
Yeah.
And like that's the fucking band. Like producers have this weird thing where they're like, if I'm not going out and recording Foley's and stretching them and like all this fucking bullshit, you know, they're like, I'm not doing enough.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah, everyone has their own technique.
who gives a
It's
fuck?
like,
Yeah. Like fucking metal's like 3 instruments technically. You know what I mean? It's like 2 guitars and drums. It's like, who gives a fuck? That's how I don't know. And that's my favorite music. You know, shit.
Metal music.
I like, well, I bounce around, but for the most part, yeah, it's like not just like metal, but like I like specific because there's a million fucking genres in that, you know?
I think I like punk.
Really?
I think if I were to, I think I like old, like Bad Brains and shit.
Yeah, Bad Brains is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like that's more of like, if I'm going to listen to like Fugazi and Black Flag and Bad, like, you know, that's
You fuck with
that's the shit that I like will listen to, you know? Not be like, oh, that's cool, but like be like, yeah.
You fuck with Discharge?
I don't know.
Oh, they're so good.
Just-
Our manager put us on that.
Discharge makes me think of like STDs,
Yeah, I think that's where they were going with that.
like chlamydia.
I would assume like they're punk band.
Yeah.
They might be going into that. Like,
Anal cunt.
oh well, are they? That's like
That's a
death metal,
classic.
isn't it?
I think they're actually grindcore.
Grindcore.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
they're
grindcore.
literally
Yeah,
a
yeah.
grindcore band.
Yeah, grindcore.
But he did come out with that album that was like Hitler was a sensitive man or something.
Oh my fucking.
That was like
God.
literally him singing. It was acoustic with him in falsetto.
Holy shit.
That was just like all the most like fucking.
Oh
like,
my God.
Something about women. Oh, what was it? There's some title that was like about women that was just like.
Holy
so
shit.
hilarious.
Oh yeah, no. Now that I think about it, Omar, our old roommate, Kumarion, and Andy and I went on a deep dive of anal cunt.
Anal cunt?
Yeah,
That's sick.
Of the song titles, we weren't even listening to.
Oh
the
yeah, you don't
songs,
even.
but
Yeah, well,
we
because
were
some of the
just,
songs
like,
are like 30 seconds long.
Yeah, and it's
know.
like almost like noise.
The
sometimes.
titles are better than the songs for sure.
Yeah, you fuck with Infinite Annihilator. You know them?
No.
Oh man, after this. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you my favorite
Sick.
tunes.
Fuck yeah.
Swinecologist is my jam.
Nice.
But every single song is about like on a biblical level, like destroying babies. Like yeah, I'm not gonna say the R word here, but like it's about that with babies.
Oh,
like
yeah.
on like a I'm gonna get fucked up for this. Y'all just go listen to Infinite Annihilator, you'll get it. But like on like a biblical level, it's fucking insane. But yeah, that's not necessarily the. I like deathcore and I like hardcore, that stuff.
I picked these lemons on the way here.
Yeah, man. Where'd you get these? Are
I
they
picked
yours?
them.
Your tree?
No.
There's like a few lemon trees down there. Is it one of
They're
those?
fucking all over the place, man.
Yeah.
There's good citrus in this town.
Like it's an export.
Look at these are good lemons, man.
They look spicy. They look like they have a lot of.
There's a
to
lot
them.
of different kinds of lemons, and you know, you don't see them at the grocery store. These are wrinkly ball sack lemons.
Yeah, these are extra
That's-
wrinkly.
That's the name of them, the scientific name of them.
That makes actually a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I feel like whoever came up with that was actually
Where's Barnacle Boy at?
Ian.
Yeah.
He's out here.
He was back in Colorado.
No, well, yeah, he was there for like a week, but he's back here now.
He's back?
Yeah,
Nice.
he's dude. You already know what I'm gonna bring up.
He's a little LA boy.
Yeah, you see the.
Did he get his face tat?
Oh yeah, he did get a face
Nice.
tat. Yeah, he got 777. You see that picture that he posted the other day?
No.
It's like him and MGK and Megan Fox and Avril Lavigne.
Oh, he finally went and hung out with them.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
Mod Son is in the back.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah,
Avril
he's
Lavigne is
he's
crazy.
thriving in the LA world. He's just
Thriving.
like he's just like navigating it great.
I mean, look at him, dude. He's got a big Instagram following. He looks like one of the guys.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what Machine Gun Kelly cares about.
I think it's the face
how
tat.
many Instagram followers you got? Oh, we ain't hanging out then, bro. No.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know him like that.
No, his music is sick. I love
It's
this
super
one
good.
song that he made that was like, I play it out a bunch. I listened to it a bunch, actually. I had it on repeat for a while. It was like a Imogen Heap sample.
That's the one. That's
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know the one.
That one's so sick. I was like, this is a great song.
Yeah. That shit goes viral. I hope my mic isn't going crazy ever since I plugged it back in. But yeah, that shit goes viral on TikTok every time it comes up.
What does?
That song, dude.
Oh,
it's gone viral on TikTok like 4 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he's killing it, man. Ian's fucking great.
Yo. Are we going through the same microphone?
It's going through the same mixer.
Yeah.
This guy got that like Behringer like podcast mixer.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah, nice little setup. I want to get two. This is my like master plan with this shit because I don't want to leave this room. I want to do it in this room. I just want it to look better, you know, on the actual production. Yeah. So I want to get like 2 of those Intel really nice webcams, like the really nice ones.
Yeah.
And then set them up on a little rig. So when we're like talking, I can just like in my like wireless keyboard just like switch between cameras.
Okay, so then you don't even have to edit it afterwards.
Yeah, I don't even have to edit. I don't even have
wild.
to go through. That's what I want to do.
That's hard to do. I do that for Twitch streaming.
Yeah.
I will camera angles, reading the chat, making jokes, talking to people, doing animations, and doing sound bites, and talking to my guest.
You're fucking in there.
It's kind of fucked. It's actually, I didn't realize how much I was doing until I just said all that.
Yeah, you're fucking in there. Yeah.
And then trying to think of like fun, interesting things to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like not make the same bass nectar joke every fucking beat roast.
I have no with this shit.
Yeah.
I noticed like the podcasts I liked listening to were the most like bullshit ones. Yeah. That would like there's no organized like it's just like whatever the fuck is going on. And so like every time I do these like like I mean one of the times like the last one I did like she was like on she like beforehand was like what are we talking about, like are we staying on this and that, and I was like no you just send it. Like I don't, when it's just going I just don't give, you know what I mean, it's like whatever. The first one that we did with Ian and Marcus and all that, it was literally like you had Wilson walking by just like shit face like rambling and stuff. It was great. That's the shit that I like, you know.
Oh, me too.
I'm not, things that, like, if there's, like, anything contrived about it, I'm like, you know, this is, now I'm, like, watching your thing. Like, it feels like I'm watching, like, what was made for me to watch or something like that. I don't know what I'm saying, man.
I hear you.
Right?
I'm hearing it through my ears.
How's your salsa doing?
It's good. It's sitting in my house.
You just dropped like the remix salsa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's kind of a hodgepodge of different flavors.
Yeah, because you were saying it's like a mystery.
Dude, it's an experiment salsa. It's gonna be what it is. If it sucks, it's not gonna suck. But it's just gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be a bit different. I threw in like there's probably like 5 or 6 different kinds of peppers in there. Like there's red tomatoes and tomatillos. There's like, you know what I mean? It's like fucking boom, 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 boom. Like put a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Dried peppers, fresh peppers, burnt peppers, this pepper, blah blah blah. Boil this, cook that, sear that, bake
boiling.
That. Yeah, you boil the tomatillos.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how I'm gonna boil the tomatoes too.
That's how you get like the real green shit, the good shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
how you get the real.
That makes sense.
Bruh, but fuck, I just need to I think I need to start a salsa company at this point.
Is it doing well?
Well, I just sell out in like 2 minutes. You know?
Man, that's fucking awesome.
I literally like I'm gonna make salsa to promote my music at this point. You know what I mean? Like it's getting to that.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I had somebody hit me up about like distribution already or whatever.
No way.
I don't know if I'm ready for this. Like, for like them to make it. I guess for them to make it. They have connects with like Amazon and shit too. But I'm just like, I don't even have a recipe right now, bro. I just literally go in the kitchen and wing it.
That's what you got it, bro. That's the fucking shit, though. Dude, if you could just make passive income off that, if you just cook up a gas ass recipe,
Yeah.
and then you're just like, yeah, here you go, and then people
Yeah.
are just constantly making that for
Yeah.
you, you're just getting the bag from
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That'd be so sick.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's like an awesome gig.
Yeah, I probably should do that, huh?
Straight up.
Yeah, I tend to like sabotage my own opportunities all the time. I don't know why. People tell me that I self sabotage, and I'm like, like the end result is a self sabotage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
It's like,
maybe.
do you self sabotage?
No, I overdo it sometimes.
You the opposite of sabotage. You overprotect.
Well, not so much now. Like when I was younger, though, especially like I'd be like, I'm gonna try to do everything, and then just get like shit money from it, and then be
Right.
like, I wish I didn't do that. You know what I mean?
I should probably do some salsa things.
Oh,
but the plan, the original plan is to just slowly grow it. You know, with limited batches, kind of like a fashion brand.
Understandable.
Where it's
yeah.
like limited batches, they sell out, slowly grow it. Limited batch sells out, slowly grow. Limited batch sells out. You know what I mean? And just keep doing that until it gets to a certain point, and then to go big.
Yeah.
That's the plan. And then I kind of just like I did 2 batches, and then like basically fucked off 6 months, and now I'm like back into like trying to get back to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my life.
I feel like
That's my last year. COVID.
Oh, COVID, man.
Yeah.
That's like a whole. Yeah. I feel like if you went,
Fuckery.
because
Sorry.
so
Good. Okay. Wait. I'm shutting up.
I feel like I go through salsa like every 2 weeks, right? Like I need to re-up on salsa. I feel like if you just went subscription based and then had someone cook up that, like you just cook
Yeah.
up the recipe,
Yeah.
and then you're like, yo, you take a cut, we'll just go subscription based.
Yeah.
Everyone subscribes. I would subscribe today actually.
Yeah.
If I just got free fucking not free, if I got salsa mailed to me,
Yeah.
like once a month,
Yeah.
I would subscribe, 100%.
Yeah. Someone else was telling me that the subscription based platform is like the best thing, but it's just
It's a condiment, so I'm like, yeah, it makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I struggled with that because I was like, that sounds sick, but then also keeping it exclusive, you know.
Oh, I get that.
It's just different. If it's different, like business plans.
I get that.
And I think I'm gonna do the. Also, it's just like, I'm making it. You know what I mean? I can only make so much.
That's
And then
until
and then until we get to a point where we're like literally selling like 200, 300, 400 jars, then it's like, okay, I can hire somebody.
yeah.
And I'm just making 150, you know. It's like
It's damn good. I'm just
doing it by myself, you know.
quick little number crunch. That's a damn good fucking come up.
It's pretty it's pretty sick. Yeah, I mean,
Shit.
I've only been doing like 50 or 100, you know.
Yeah.
But if I start doing like 2, I don't know. I'm just selling it through like my fucking Instagram, bro. Like
Fire.
how many people want salsa?
I want
That-
salsa.
yeah.
Off top.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever like do that shit? I try to like when I do merch, I try to do it like exclusive when it's around like projects.
Mm-hmm.
But you ever like do the shit where you just get like literally like the smallest run of shit so you can like sell out? Like I'll do like
Yeah.
a total of like 20 t-shirts, you
Yeah,
know?
of course.
And then be like, fuck yeah, we sold out in a day. It's crazy. You
Yeah.
know? That's always a move. That's
Yeah.
like always a move.
Yeah, it's a good move, like to build the thing, you know, because
Yeah.
when you're doing that, you're like building hype around it,
Yeah.
you know, and then so if you keep doing stuff like that, it'll make sense. I think
That shit's gas, dude. That's good stuff.
with more sweetener in it, it's like a delicious drink. you
Yeah, it
know?
tastes
but
amazing.
but I drink it like this because I'm drinking 2 a day. I can't be like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, I don't need that. I just want a little sweetness, and then it's basically like a tea.
That's
It's fucking
fire.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good
But-
shit, man. Yeah. No, congrats on the salsa. That's fucking awesome.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, I need to get the salsa verde. You know, fucking.
That's my shit.
I gotta get the recipe. I bought like a scale today because I'm gonna be like, all right, weigh the ingredient. Like I'm literally like a fucking like.
Bro, I'm saying you be cooking, man. You cook.
I like to cook,
You cook. I would, dude. Like you gotta. I'll pay you. Make dinner sometime, or I'll pull up to your spot.
bro. You should
Either
come
way.
over.
I
Yeah.
would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely.
I've cooked in restaurants and shit, but like I'm so mids at it. Like I don't really have like a thing for it. You
I mean,
know?
I'm definitely a fucking amateur.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
but you can
But-
hear when you talk about it that you have like an affinity for it. You're like,
Yeah.
I actually like doing this.
Yeah.
you know?
Also, yeah. And just like certain concepts, just like, okay, acidity. What does acidity do?
Yeah.
And what's acidic? Vinegar, lemon juice, lime, you know what I mean? And then you can kind of bend the rules a little bit, you know. The acidic to the, like, to make a good salad
you got to get the palate. Yeah, you
it's
got to
like,
get your palate
you got
right.
your acidic, you got your salty, you got your cream, and you got your sweet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And those are the four corners, and then there's things that live in each side, and then you can just kind of like blah, 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 mix it up.
Yeah.
What's in your fridge? What's salty? This.
Yes.
Soy sauce.
I know that shit. I know the salad dressing part well because the place I used to work at, it was like a high-end salad place.
Yeah.
Like it was like a bougie, like 4-star restaurant, but their thing was salads. And so I used to make all these fucking
good
dressings.
salad.
Dude. I have this thing with Caesar salad. Like anyone who has known me for a long time, it's like I have
bomb ass Caesar salad.
Well, yeah, I can, and like I know the way, but the thing is like to find a good Caesar salad, like if we go out like right now into fucking LA and go look for a good Caesar salad,
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
It's fucking hard, dude. Yeah, like
because it's so common.
Yeah, and people do bunk shit, dude. They use just like shitty oil, or they don't actually use real anchovies. Like you want to make like real anchovy paste. Yeah, it's fire though. It's fire, and like so it happens all the time where they put like too much fucking like I don't know. People fuck it up. People fuck it up all the time. Yeah, and so it's genuinely difficult to find. But I'm trying to go to. I learned this recently.
What'd you learn?
Caesar salad comes from Caesar's, a hotel in Mexico. It's like a bougie hotel, and they make like it's like comes from there.
The OG, the classic.
It's crazy. They make it right in front of you, like the dressing right in front of you.
They mix it.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he like extracts the egg yolk. They have like anchovy paste on deck. They like throw it in there. They fucking stir it up with some oil. It's like
that's fucking sick.
that shit. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get on.
Invent our own shit.
Also,
our own dishes.
It can't go like unnoticed. Like, don't use bunk fucking romaine. That's like the biggest thing. People use cheap ass like grocery store romaine.
Okay.
You can't do that, dude. You got to use like something that's like artesian fucking, just like the good organic shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't use that shit. Yeah.
Bruh. Yeah, the ingredients are so important.
The mic is probably getting that so perfectly. Like you're.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah, it probably sounds like I'm just right in your ear.
Probably.
Love me.
You fuck with ASMR?
I think I do it sometimes. I guess I just did it.
Right.
But do I actually listen to it? Do you listen to it?
I'm going to start asking things like in that inflection that I just asked because it makes it sound like I do. I don't at all. I don't fuck with ASMR at all. But I feel like...
I have a friend who does, who actually is like, she likes it.
Yeah.
Like, I think it turns people on.
I think it low-key does, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I
like,
think
it's like a horny thing. Or like, I wonder where it comes from. It's almost like a fetish.
I think it does, yeah, and that's why, like, it's like the most, like, it's girls that are, like, for whatever reason attractive, or doing, like, for whichever taste, like, whether you're, I don't know. Pretty much, like, I'm not gonna front. It's always, like, really weirdly young looking fucking girls that do that shit and blow up, and it's, like, really creepy.
Yeah, ASMR. I like the videos where it's like some fucking chick just like eating some weird ass shit, but it's more like it's like that pickle chick, you know, she's eating pickles, just like
yeah. It's like foul.
That's just hilarious.
It is. But I like that. You ever see that video of that like frat boy in the library, and he's like eating the loudest foods? That you can. Oh, it's like genuinely hilarious.
It's like Cheetos and like.
Oh, it gets so bad. Like he like takes in this video, takes a whole head of lettuce and just starts like a full mouthful.
I literally do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally eat lettuce like that. Like I'll just drip dressing on the top of the lettuce, and I'll just eat a whole head of lettuce. Like
that sounds actually like
a romaine or something.
I'm gonna start doing that actually because that sounds like a great fucking idea.
Yeah, you almost eat it like a burrito. You just put the sauce on top of the burrito and you take a bite.
Yeah.
Like
that's way more efficient than what I do.
Yeah.
Like cook up a whole bowl of this shit. Like, no, that makes a lot more sense.
You don't have to chop anything. You don't have to like deal with sprinkling like you stir it up and like the cranberries get to the bottom or something, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. You make the boat. The boat.
Shit's so annoying.
This is facts. This is facts right here. I've eaten I think where I stopped counting was 26 pounds of Caesar salad since I moved to LA.
Why did you start counting that?
So they come in 2-pound bags. Like I get these like jumbo bags at like Smart and Final over there. It's 2 pounds of pre-washed romaine. I went through 13 of the bags before I stopped counting. And I was like, ah, shit. Like,
Did you just eat lettuce?
No, I just eat Caesar salad. Like a lot of it.
Do you have a fast metabolism or...
That's why I do it.
Or do you not eat very much food?
No. So, see, dude, this is like, it's like low-key like a fitness thing. And if this fucking podcast like goes big, there's probably going to be a lot of people being like, you're full of shit. Because I don't really know shit, but what I feel like, what makes sense to me is that, so your body uses more calories to digest lettuce than it does get from it, you know? So you kind of have a deficit when you're eating lettuce. And so my feeling is like if I have the fucking munchies, like if I like have this huge appetite, but I've already eaten like more than enough calories for the day or whatever, I just fill that void by eating these like grotesque amounts of fucking Caesar salad. Yeah, of lettuce. Like a massive fucking Pyrex bowl of this shit. Like I'll eat like a fucking probably like a quarter pound at a time or something like that. Something like that.
That's good.
Yeah, because the thing, I'm like, all right, I'll speed up my metabolism by keeping this shit going. Because that's how you get a slow metabolism.
Yeah.
You just like don't eat as frequently enough.
Yeah.
And you don't take frequent enough shits. So I'm like, I'll keep this
eating that much lettuce is so good for you.
It's gotta be. I don't know.
It's super good. It's good for you.
Yeah.
All that shit's super good for you.
It's like 90% water, but yeah, it's gotta be all right.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. What's your favorite foods besides beans?
Nah. I don't. Besides beans.
Yeah.
My favorite scenes is in Cheech and Chong. He's just like, yo, Cheech, I've got this song, man, I'm working on. He's like, Beaner. And Cheech is like, oh yeah, man, that's cool. And he's like, I gotta deal with this thing. And it's like, my brothers and I would always just be like singing that song. Or like the other one that Cheech would sing, like, Mexican Americans don't like to go to work. Don't like to wake up early, but they have to, so they do it real slow.
I feel like if I laugh at this shit in 2021,
Mexican Americans got
fucked.
their ninas and their nunas and their nanas and their ninus and their nano nino ninos.
Oh man, you're what do you got? What do you got under the hood? You full blown Mexican?
I'm half
Mexican.
Yeah, but I did my my mom's Mexican.
Yeah.
I did my ancestry, and I'm just like a mutt, basically. I'm like the perfect human being. You
Probably.
know?
Yeah.
Like whenever they like in like the 5th grade, did they ever be like, oh, this is what the world human would eventually look like, and it's like a mix of all the races into one.
Yeah, it's just like a brown. It's
That's me.
Brown person.
I'm the you're looking at the future.
That makes sense. You're probably dude. There's like this thing. That's probably true. You're apex.
I'm like literally I'm like 10% Scandinavian, 10% Jewish, like 15% like Spanish, like 18% native, like
lean into all of those ethnicities and make jokes as if you were just 100%.
Yeah,
I think that's
I did my ancestry, bro. I just bring it around with me, be like, look, Jewish jokes, boom.
Yeah, yeah. You're like, it's cool, bro. 15%.
They're like, no, look. 10%, dog. What's up? Shalom.
Got the pass? Yeah. There's an episode of Seinfeld about that dude marrying into a Jewish family just so like he can make Jew jokes. Like that's like the joke. Like that's like why he's doing it is just to make the jokes.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, he fuck with Seinfeld.
I love Seinfeld.
Fucking my favorite. I'm gonna get
that's one of my favorite.
I'm gonna get the logo right there above the kneecap.
The whole Seinfeld?
Facts.
On
yeah,
your leg.
The whole
That's
thing.
sick.
I'm gonna get it right there. Yeah,
that's sick.
That's like one of my next ones for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely my shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. There's like I don't know, man. Like shit like that. I don't know. People start to try to tear everything apart on the internet. You know, they're like, people will go.
Are people talking shit on Seinfeld?
Yeah, dude.
How are they talking shit on Seinfeld?
You're into this whole thing about like how Jerry's a misogynist.
Because he fucks a lot of girls.
It's like that, yeah. It's like kind of that, and he's like picky about it. That's like
it's the 90s.
The whole basis of the show is that he's picky as fuck about the girl. Yeah,
yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you can't. I mean, like,
people are.
I know it goes like way too far. Goes way too far.
I remember people were trying to cancel Lord of the Rings.
What?
Yeah, because there's too many white people in it.
Oh, I love that. I love that, but I hate that.
well, bro. I mean, legit in the Tolkien universe.
Yeah.
Like, there's like the good, like all the elves are like fair skinned.
Yeah.
Basically, in Tolkien universe, all the white people are good people. And all the black and brown people are like evil men and orcs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like the Haradrim and the Easterlings.
Okay, yeah.
Easterlings.
It's been.
Think of the name. The name Easterlings.
Easterlings.
Like from the east. You know what I mean? Like, it's in the name, and they're like brown, and they're evil men that like were tricked by Sauron.
Yeah.
Like he uses a word that's like, you know. He used like an old English word to describe their skin tone.
It's like the N-word backwards. It's like,
but it's like some old ass English word, and then I looked it up, and it was like of a dark and muddy colored skin, or so. You know, I looked up the definition of it. I was like, oh fuck, like. But it's just, you know, that's what it is.
I think a lot
homie grew up in the fucking 20s.
Yeah,
you know?
I think a lot of white people in that time were just fucking racist, and I think it was probably like way deeper in society than like you could comprehend right now, you know?
Well, also it's like the Lord of the Rings mythology is based in like Norse and like England. He was making a mythology for England.
That's the part that makes sense to me. Yeah,
is what he was doing. So it's like to be like, oh, the enemies of the England in the Middle Ages were fucking, you know, crusades and everything. So it's like it mirrors that type of shit. Yeah. You know? So it's like that's more where it comes from. And he was more writing a story about like
it makes sense.
The industrial, you know, shit of the modern era versus like old, you know, the old, you know, it's like
I feel like racial compassion was so fucking devoid back then that you're probably weird if you were probably mad weird if you weren't racist in like the 20s.
Yeah.
Like if you're like this white dude and you were like not racist in the 20s, you probably came off as weird. I'm not saying that's justified at all. I'm not saying they're ethically fucked at the time, but I think it's just like worth examining. It doesn't give a fucking excuse to that. I'm just saying there's probably like the difference is like they were so balls deep in it at the time.
Yeah.
My thing with Lord of the Rings though, I always tell this to like my homies and shit.
Let's hear it.
The thing that gets me about Lord of the Rings and that whole universe is like, bro, every single one of those adults, like when I'm watching the movies, right? I'm deep and trying to get into it.
Yeah.
Every single one of those adults has a fucking mortgage. Like they have to go to like a PTA meeting on the weekend.
What do you mean, like the elves and the dwarves?
No, bro, like those human beings. Like while I'm watching the movie, I'm like whoever, like Legolas, like that actor.
Okay.
He's gonna get off set and then go like pay his mortgage. He's got like a phone bill and shit. You know, he's gotta like go pick his kids up from school in like a few hours. Yeah. And I'm just like, you're at noon. You're dressed like a fucking elf with huge ass ears on, and you're shooting a bow and arrow in that, I don't know what the land is called.
Yeah, Middle Earth.
In Middle Earth, yeah. And then at 2 p.m. you gotta pick up like Jerry from like this private school, and then probably pay your mortgage by the evening, you know, once a month. I just can't shake it the whole time. I'm like, you are LARPing harder than any human has ever LARPed before. Like, this is if you compartmentalize it, like in the real life, if you're a foot behind the camera instead of watching it on the screen, it's like the nerdiest shit you would have ever seen in your life. Yeah. Ever. I can't shake it.
Do you feel that way about other movies as well? All actors or just the Lord of the Rings?
Specifically the Lord of the Rings. Harry Potter too. I can't shake it. I can't shake it. Because I'm like, the LARPing there is insane.
Do you LARP?
Fuck no. But, I mean, define LARPing. You know what I mean? It's like, well, you know, if LARPing is defined by, like, playing music when you're not at a show, you know what I mean? What is LARPing?
LARPing is getting some fucking live action role playing, baby.
Live action role playing, right? So I don't know.
Sword and hitting people with it.
If you're playing music, imagining you're at a show, I mean, technically, I guess you're LARPing.
Because that's live action role playing.
Yeah, because you're like, if
Like
I was
if
at a
you're-
show, like that.
Like if you're DJing and you start throwing your hands up in the air because you see other DJs doing that, and you see them and you think they looked cool when they did it, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna do it. So then you start doing it.
Yeah.
And then you wouldn't naturally do that, but you do it in this sense. Are you live action role playing?
I think you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think by definition you are, for sure.
Right.
Well, if you have a real DJ setup though, because you're not.
What's a fake DJ setup?
I don't know, but like they're definitely using fake swords when they're LARPing. You know what's the worst form of LARPing though is the reenactors, the Civil War reenactors. I'd say that's worse than Lord of the Rings actors.
Well, there's a sus element of that because it's the Civil War.
Fucking racist.
You
Like,
know.
why are you guys doing this?
It's a piece of history, you know.
It's
It's a piece of our history that.
Bro, can you imagine? Can you imagine going to do that? You're like, oh, I got the reenactment, at 4, and then you're like, oh, I'm dressing up like a Confederate soldier this week.
Yeah.
Like, let me just put on like my fucking Jim Crow hat today, Robert E. Lee, fucking.
Like those parties.
That would be so weird.
What's the donut girl?
The donut girl?
The donut sandwich lady?
What are you talking about?
The old lady who makes a donut sandwich, donut burger, and she had the party.
I don't know what you're talking
She had the
about.
black people dress up as the slaves.
Oh.
And she had the party.
That was,
You know those parties have names, right? It's a common thing in
No
certain
way.
areas where that's a themed party. Like she wasn't the first one to do that.
oh, what was the famous cook? She's like a chef, right? She was like
Yeah, the old white lady,
Andrew.
Andrew.
He never gets called Andrew. That's like probably the weirdest shit. Can I hit Piff, brother? Can I? Yeah.
Who's the?
Yeah. Who's the cook?
Do you remember the lady who would make the donut burger and then she got canceled because she had the party where like. She had the like fucking black people dress up as like the servants and then like they were all like doing dinners. You remember what I'm talking about?
Why does that sound so familiar?
I want to say
was like-
Donna.
It was like Rachel Ray,
Donnie.
but it wasn't Rachel Ray.
I remember hearing about it.
That shit's so
I
wild.
don't know who that is.
We can,
Dude,
Jamie,
my
pull that shit up.
buddy who's like he's from Mississippi or Alabama, I forget which one, but he was just like, dude, that's a that's like a theme. And he had a name for it. He was like, oh, that's a this party.
That's so fucked.
I was like, what? He's like, yeah, dude, that's not a one-time thing that she did. Like, that's a fucking,
Like
like-
a reoccurring thing.
yep.
That's fucked up.
And that like a lot of the...
Paula Deen.
See,
That's
I don't
it,
even
Paula
really know
Deen.
who that is.
There you go.
No,
Paula
the name
Deen.
sounds familiar.
She had a cooking show on the Food
Show
Network.
cooking show.
Yeah.
But yeah, because he was just saying that like a lot of the servants that would like that work in the houses today, like because there's like rich families and shit,
Yeah.
that they are like descendants from slaves basically, because it's like they would just keep the slave in the family, and then like when slavery was abolished, they just started paying, the servants, and then they would just like keep
It's like generation after generation.
generational like shit.
That shit's fucked.
That's pretty fucked
Pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucked up.
Super fucked up.
Holy shit! You hear about Lake Tahoe? What they think is under Lake Tahoe?
Like a fucking dragon or something?
Duh, they think like that. It's
Aliens?
So it's fucking it's saltwater lake, right? And it gets really fucking cold.
Tahoe is salty?
I think so. Yeah, it's like one of the only like. I might be talking shit, but
I didn't know that.
they think that there's just like millions of mummified corpses of railroad workers at the bottom of that lake.
Why would they be mummified?
So what they would do is like, well, because of the conditions of the lake, because it's like one of the deepest lakes in like all of the U.S. and I think it's saltwater. Like I think it is like there's something unique about
Crazy.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
and
So-
yeah.
So people would just dump bodies in there.
Yeah, so the way that they would bypass actually paying the Chinese like labor is they would just be like, we're gonna take you on a little boat ride, and then just when we're done with you,
Wow. People
Yeah.
are fucking crazy.
crazy, it's fucked up.
Like the idea that you want to save some money.
Yeah,
So You know how to save some money? You fucking kill them.
That's it. That's real. There will be blood type shit.
That's so wild. The idea that people will want money and they'd be willing to like take a life for that.
I'm not trying to get too woke, but like that happens every day with cows.
Oh, are you vegan? Vegan guy?
I'm a pescatarian.
You don't eat cows.
No, I don't eat cows. Like anything that's not a
Damn,
fish.
that's rough for you being in LA with all these fucking tacos, bro. There's fish tacos, but you know
that's fine. Yeah,
they don't hit the same way.
I don't. Well, it's been like 4 years, man. Like your brain does some shit, man. Like
That's wild.
when I look at like a steak, this isn't me passing. I don't give a shit.
I was a vegetarian for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. And it was because I didn't want to eat animals.
Yeah, like
I was like a kid. I did it for a couple of years.
yeah, I feel. Yeah, exactly. I feel that. So. But something happened with my brain about like 2 years in, where like when I see like someone just chopping up like a really fat steak on like Facebook or something like that, my brain goes into like, this is like metal. Like I'm just like, this is like gore. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It just looks like looks like flesh to me. Yeah. And so like when it's presented as food in front of me, I like the smell of it too. It doesn't really hit the same. Yeah. Like I don't like my mouth doesn't water.
No, I feel you. Yeah, there's an element of meat that is just kind of like, if you kind of like go there in your brain, it can be like disgusting.
Yeah, and that's like all I get now.
Yeah, I feel you.
With fish though, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, they don't scream when you kill them. They're just like, oh, or they don't even make a sound. They're just like,
well, like this is all right.
You ever kill the fish?
Here's it. Yeah, fuck yeah. This is my ideology with it, man. Like it's mainly because of the industry. That's why I don't like it. Because cows are because cows like
eat some grass fed shit.
I mean, yeah, like that I could get down with, but it's so hard to make sure that like that's the case for real. You know, like it's
you don't trust them.
I don't actually, straight up.
What if you met the farmer?
Yeah, if I met that's like the.
Could you kill an animal?
Yeah.
You would kill an animal.
Well, yeah, not so like ruthlessly though, but like yeah, totally.
Yeah.
My thing is like way more on like a level playing field thing, right? Like I don't like the idea of a industry where it's like that cow's like born to die and us to eat it.
Yeah.
Like it's like your life sucks the whole time. So the only time you're conscious, your life fucking blows.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas fish, they're caught, so they had like a regular. Like they were just being fish.
Unless they're farm fed.
Unless they're farm fish.
There's a lot of farm
I know, and
fish.
there's a lot of farm fish. But with that, still there's like this discrepancy where it's like, okay, so with like tuna, for instance, for tuna, with tuna, for instance, if they're in like peril,
I'm listening.
Yeah, if tuna freaks out before it dies.
Yeah, it releases that shit that makes it taste bad.
Exactly.
Same with deer.
So
with all animals, yeah.
So if you farm tuna, theoretically, if it's sucked the whole time, they would all taste like shit.
Yeah.
Tuna certainly tastes a little bit worse when it's not caught fresh.
Yeah.
But not all farm tuna tastes like that.
Yeah.
Tastes gamey and shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know, like I can't really debate it, but what does seem for certain is when like people are doing fuck shit to cows, you know, like they spend their entire life in this fucking 2x2 cage.
Yeah, if you've driven by Cowschwitz on the I-5.
No.
If you go from LA to the Bay, you drive by this place called Cowschwitz, and it's just exactly
Christ.
what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's just a endless field of cows and pens, just right on the side of the highway.
Fuck, man.
And it smells. The worst part about it. Well, I guess this isn't the worst part about it, but yeah, the worst part about it is that you smell it before you see it.
Fuck, man. You ever see a cow like get pet like a dog?
No, I haven't really hung out with cows that much. I've looked at them. I've looked at them before.
But yeah, my family are farmers in Vermont.
You grew up with cows.
Yeah.
Nice. Would you eat cheese?
Yeah.
You like cheese?
I know. This is where I get called on my bullshit with that.
I'm not. I'm just.
No, I'm not saying you. But that is like where.
By the end of this conversation, I'm gonna have you sucking down on a fucking steak, boy.
Oh,
guaranteed.
Man. Holy shit! Cheese is too hard to give up, man. It's too hard to give up. There's so much of it, and it tastes fucking great, and like it's hard, man. I don't know. That one's hard. Cheese is hard.
You like kefir?
What's kefir?
Bruh, you you should next time you go to a grocery store and you are in the yogurt section. You've eaten yogurt, obviously.
I eat a lot of yogurt.
We all know what yogurt is.
Yeah.
Kefir is like the cousin of if yogurt fucked its cousin milk, or cream actually. If yogurt fucked its cousin heavy whipping cream.
Yeah.
And they made a little bastard incest baby, it would be kefir.
Okay.
And it comes in a bottle.
Comes in a bottle.
Well, not like a baby bottle, but like a like a thing.
Yeah.
And they'll a lot of times add like a little sweetener, a little raspberry or something, maybe they'll like blueberry, and then it's like literally the most delicious drink you'll ever fucking have. It's so good. It's creamy, it's delicious, it's sweet, and it's super fucking good for you. It's good for your gut. It's crazy good for your gut. It's like better than yogurt. When people
Sounds
say,
like Danimals.
What's Danimals?
Like the liquid yogurt shit that kids drink.
Oh, fuck that. That's
no, I mean, I'm not saying it's on that level, but it sounds
but
like
it's so good. It's super good for you.
Yeah.
But more importantly, it just tastes good. I hate people that fucking say shit. They're like, oh, you should eat it. It's good for you. It's like, okay, then eat watermelon rinds. Like, that's good for you. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck aren't you eating, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, eat good food, and like, you don't got to worry about if it's good for you or not. Just,
I feel that. I mean, I eat really healthy, but I get exactly what you're saying. I like this
have a balance.
Yeah, I like this little like hipster culture in LA around food, although a lot of people fucking hate it. I like this little hipster culture because you can get vegan food that doesn't taste like fucking dirt. Like, it doesn't taste like fucking wood.
Yeah, good healthy food does not have to taste like shit.
No, it doesn't.
You know how much fucking quinoa salads I've eaten from potlucks in my life?
Yeah.
In Humboldt?
Yeah.
You know how you have a potluck in Humboldt?
Yeah.
Can you imagine how many quinoa salads are brought to the
dozens?
You know how big the red onion chunks are in these quinoa salads?
Oh no.
They're massive.
Oh, no.
They're too big.
Oh no, yeah.
And they're raw. They're not blanched.
Yeah.
They don't pickle the red onions. They just chop them up and they put them in a goddamn. There's like 4 quinoa salads at any given potluck in Humboldt County. It's a travesty.
That's some shit, man. Those like big.
And I like quinoa.
Yeah.
But it's just like.
Big onions are a fucking calling card for like bad white people cooking, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that because I'm extremely white.
Yeah, you can make all the racist white jokes you want.
Fuck yeah, dude! I'll lean in. Honestly, I go for it. I'm a fucked up kind of white too. I'm like the worst kind of white because like on one side, this is not even talking shit. On one side of my family, Puritans, dog.
What does that mean?
Puritans, settlers, like. American fucking came from like prude Puritan.
Man, it'd be
Europe.
so crazy to talk to your great-great-great-grandfather and see what he has to say.
Oh my,
what do you think he would say?
I don't know, but I'd probably like all due respect. All due respect, I'd probably knock him out. Because
with all due respect, I think he would knock you out.
He fucking might.
You'd be like time machine, right?
Yeah.
Boom, he's right there, and he's just like.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh,
right.
Yeah.
He'd have like a fucking. He'd have a
pitchfork. Some shit.
Yeah. He'd have like a musket.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And like.
Oh yeah. No, I don't
know why I imagine him being like stumpy.
Would be. Probably would be. Actually, maybe not on that side, but on one side of my family, way more stocky than me.
His accent would probably be really funny too.
Oh yeah, it'd be like that real like gutter. Not gutter. It's like Cockney, but like
it'd be like New England, but like not.
Yeah. Definitely New England, like true New England accent. Yeah, he'd probably fuck me up, honestly, but there would be some harsh words exchanged.
Yeah, he'd probably. Yeah.
No, I don't know, man. It's fucking weird. Like that's like
there's some
Vermont history shit right there.
Oh, Vermont, yeah. You're from Vermont?
Yeah, from Vermont. Yeah.
Oh, settler vibe.
And then the other side of my family, my dad's side is like Irish Scottish, like the immigrants.
Yeah.
Which like people always make that like silly ass joke where they're like, "Oh, I bet you can drink." I can't fucking drink.
Oh, obviously, the tequila thing.
Yeah, see, alcohol poisoning.
I want you to work on that for me.
I will. Right? I will as a friend.
Yeah.
As a friend, I'll work on that for you
because it's the best drink.
Like, I can acknowledge that. Like, that's the thing is like I can see how that would be.
Let me ask you something. Have you had you've had fancy tequilas or no?
Yeah.
Have you tried? Post your episode.
Is like Patron fancy? Like yeah,
Patron fucking sucks.
Oh fuck yeah, no that well
No, Patron is like fancy if you like want to be fancy. It's
I've had real fancy tequila. It came in a weird ass bottle. It was like fucking blue.
Yep.
Yeah. One time I've had really fancy tequila. Yeah.
Yeah. Mezcal might be the because the end result, like let's imagine it. It's like you're able to drink tequila with hot Latina babes. Right?
It's like immediately I go straight to like LA culture. Like just it's like once I'm
tacos,
drinking tequila, I'm now fucking.
Well, we're doing fish and shrimp tacos, hot Latina babes, and a delicious bottle of tequila.
Is it? I need to know this. Like no bullshit. Is it in bad taste if I say chola? Like is that fucked up?
No.
Like if I'm like.
No, but there's like some girls aren't like chola. Like,
right.
Chola is like a female like Mexican gangster shit.
Right.
That's
right.
Like
right.
Yeah. Cholo and cholas. Yeah, but like, you know, it's specific. It's specific.
Yeah.
You can't refer to like every Mexican chick as a chola.
I mean I know like that. Yeah. Because
it's a specific culture.
I was gonna give the example.
Very prominent here in LA though.
That's why I don't want to throw it around. You know.
Yeah.
But I was gonna give the example. Like I start drinking tequila, then the weekend after that, like all of a sudden I'm surrounded by like cholas.
Oh yeah.
And it's
no, that's a thing.
Fucking lowriders and all that shit.
Yeah.
And it just gets LA as fuck.
Yeah. It sounds sick.
I low-key wanted to just get new tattoos that were like all in that style, but I
Mm-hmm.
can't do it. I can't do that rightfully so. But I love that shit.
I mean, as long as you're not getting like actual gang tattoos, you know.
Right.
It's like. Yeah, but what I mean at this point, it's like what like you can get cursive tattoos. You know what I mean? Like
I got
or
this
like
whole
cholo
thing,
tattoos.
yeah.
It's like it's just like fucking
Yeah.
As long as you're not, you know, stepping like there's a like Mi Vida Loca tattoo, which is like the 3 dots.
Oh yeah.
You know, which is it's not actually a gang tattoo, but it's like associated with like gang shit. So it's just like my cousin got it tattooed on his hand right there, and he's like this gay, flamboyant gay, like from Arizona, and we're like, why the fuck did you get that? And he's like, I don't know, I was just drunk about it. We're like, dude, you have to get that covered up, like, bro. It's not associated with a gang, but it's like Mi Vida Loca. It's like my crazy life. It's like, it's just like, that's what it means.
Yeah, like it's saying that you're into some wild ass shit.
Yeah, it could. I mean, it's just, you know, and then if you don't have anything to back it up, you just kind of look like a bitch. But
I think LA is the only place with tattoos where it's not corny when you get tattoos about your like the place that you live.
Yeah.
Because in Seattle, that's always it's the lamest shit. Like
what, like the fucking Space Needle or something?
Bro, like, oh my God, so many people, dude, so many people get that shit. So many people. And like, every time I see it, I'm like, man, never. I couldn't.
Yeah, because I imagine they're just like, well, I love Seattle and I want something to represent what represents Seattle. Oh, the Space Needle.
That's what. Every time, or like
they look like fucking that Tom Hanks movie or whatever.
I've seen a lot of shapes of the state. I've seen a lot of what's that, Seahawks logos, which is like fucking.
I think I'm gonna get like Humboldt in fucking big like ghetto ass cursive on my chest.
There's a band. There's a band I really like. He has that exact same tattoo.
What, Humboldt?
Yeah.
Is he from Humboldt?
Yeah, he's got to be.
Yeah. What band is it?
Gulch.
Yeah.
He either has Humboldt or I think it's Humboldt. I think he has Humboldt. Yeah. I could be correct. Actually, fuck, I could look that up right now.
Just get it like a nice sick font, like the Gothic font or something, or just something that looks cool. Have someone design something. Just like.
That look for me, like I don't like personally on my shit. I don't like that stomach tattoo like that. It's hard as fuck. Like I see that it's hard as fuck, but like for me, I don't know. That's the one spot that I'm trying to avoid is like
the stomach.
Yeah. I just it's like I don't think it would fit well, because I'm like a small dude.
It would just start and then I don't know. Just do the rest.
I have my chest. I have my whole chest done right now.
Nice.
Yeah, it was fucking burly. It was like the gnarliest shit.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah. Yeah, that was like fuck all that. That ain't shit.
Yeah, that ain't shit.
No, it's nothing. Like last time
hurt.
I just got that. Like I just got that one like a month ago or something like that.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, except for it looks chaotic with everything because like I gotta finish everything. But yeah, that's a Rachel from Blade Runner. But yeah, so I just got that, And then
sick.
while he was doing it, it was a 7-hour session. And I was like, technically, this is the longest tattoo session I've ever had. But I'm like, we could go, like, I don't care. Like, this is fine.
Yeah.
Because the last one I got before that was my chest, and it was fucked. It was hell, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy, you know Thelem, the producer?
Yeah.
He started tattooing, and he's fucking insane. Like, he's like, oh, I was getting back into drawing.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, oh, you know, I haven't drawn in a long time. I'm getting back into it. He's like, yeah, just trying to do like some like more realistic stuff. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He fucking shows me. I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
Dude,
like
no.
it's like a photorealistic skull.
I
Like
saw
that's his drawing.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude,
you saw it on his thing?
on Twitter. Yeah, I saw that on
I'm like,
Twitter and was like,
what
what
the
the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm
Crazy.
like, bro. And he's like, he's tattooing on his leg right now.
Yeah.
And he's just like, yeah, maybe if it would be possible to like let me practice like tattooing. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
do whatever you want, bro.
Hell yeah.
Like, come on.
That's what's up.
So I'm gonna try to get some of that, and then
I wanted to do that. I maimed some kids though. I fucked them up. I feel bad.
what do you mean?
I just fucking brutalized some people. I got a machine when I was in Vermont. I was like 18
You
years old.
started tattooing people.
Yeah, I fucked them up so bad. There's like 4 people out there with just like busted fucking tattoos.
What are they?
So this one kid got a diamond on his arm, which was like janky. It's fucked. It looks like a shitty tattoo, but it was like all right. There's one like coup de grace this fucking story. Another one though, this kid got lit. He was high on coke. He shows up at my house at 4 a.m. and I was like, fuck you, don't just pull up like that. And he was like, I want a tattoo. I was like, yeah, I'll tattoo you. Because I was like infuriated low-key that he just did that. And so I was like, yeah, fuck you, I'll tattoo you. Because I knew it was going to suck. Like I was like, I'll put the best I got into this. But I was like, you're going to regret this. You know what I mean? Like I knew that. And so he has live free in cursive right there. It's all blown out. The whole thing entirely blown out. But the coup de grace, the third one is like a little guy on my homie's rib cage, which is like fine. But the fucking coup de grace, the very first tattoo I ever gave anyone, this kid is high on mushrooms. He's like a big dude. He's high on mushrooms and like drinking a little bit. And then all of our homies were drinking. And looking back, I should have drank for sure. Because they're like, yo, Connor just got that machine. He can draw. Connor, give Will a tattoo. And Will's like high on mushrooms. He's like, fuck it. Yeah, let's do this. And I was like, okay, all right, let's do it. So now there's like a room full of people in front of me. I've never given a tattoo before, right? Room full of people. There's like 7, 8 people here. He like busts his leg out.
Yeah.
I fucking set up the machine. It takes like 10 minutes. It takes a minute to set up a machine and all that shit. And I was like, all right, we're going to do this. I put the stencil on him, you know, like drew up the stencil, did all that shit. And immediately once I started tattooing, it's just like vibrating hand. Like I'm just like, dude, this is so fucked. Like everyone's like
The
laughing.
nerves got to
Yeah,
you.
the nerves got to me like a motherfucker.
So your hand was going like this.
The whole time.
And so the tattoo
The
looks
whole
like
thing.
this.
Yeah, the whole thing. It's so jacked up, dude. And it's a fat Colt 45 logo about the size of that rose on the back of his calf. It just fucked up. Just the whole thing. Yeah.
Wriggly.
Yeah, I tried to cover it up with shading because I was like, yo, if the outline's busted, I can just hard shade over this and it'll make it like a brick. Except for the problem with that is like, what if your shading's fucked up too? You know, it was all busted.
What did he say to you?
It was like,
Was he like, thanks, man? Or was he like, what the fuck is this shit? what is their reaction?
it was, well, with Sam was stoked on his. He's the one that got the diamond. He was like, fuck yeah.
But the fucking wiggly guy.
Yeah, the wiggly guy, it was,
Was he too high to like really respond?
What was funny, man, is I remember we took a break. He was like, I gotta take a break. I was like, yeah, me too. I want to smoke a stoke. I stepped out of the room and I heard like 2 of the people being like, dude, it's so fucked up. Like I heard that. I was like, yeah, it is, man. You're not lying. I think after the fact, we like dapped up and I was like, yeah, it's my first one, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Did he pay you? He didn't pay you.
No,
right?
no, definitely not. Yeah, it was just practice run. And it was like, well, you know, that's what.
Well, it's
what
kind of
you
the
expect.
vibe, like up in Pacific Northwest, where you have shitty tattoos.
Yeah,
Like
well,
that's-
that was in Vermont. That was in
Oh,
Vermont
okay.
back in
Well,
the day. Yeah,
I don't know what it's like there, but
yeah.
I imagine if someone's down to get a tattoo from somebody at a party and they're high on mushrooms, like they're just like,
Yeah.
rolling the dice.
I think that was like
You know?
the general agreement.
We're like, fuck, dude.
And like, I mean, think like rural. It's like rural, like low income, real
Because
low
I can
income.
I can be sometimes a pussy in those kinds of situations. Like if I'm getting tattooed,
Yeah.
I would potentially just not say anything, and then the next day get it covered up. I would just be like, "What the fuck do I do?" Like, you know?
Yeah,
You'd be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, thank you so much, man." Like, "Oh, yeah, good
Yeah.
job," and then just be like, because that happened to me with this one. Is I was in Colombia and I was hanging out with this chick that was like, I call her like my lesbian girlfriend because she was like not into dudes, but then like she would just like let me like finger her, and then like I wouldn't get anything out of it, and like after a while I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing this, but like we were like good friends or whatever, you know. So like, but the funny thing is that like she didn't speak any English, and like I didn't really speak any Spanish. I barely spoke any Spanish when I went over there.
Okay.
I still don't speak that great of Spanish, but so we would just kind of communicate in these like weird way, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah, like it's more of like a like vibe.
Yeah. And like I wanted to get this tattoo, so we both went to this guy, and I was like, "Oh, I want to get like the waves of the fucking
Yeah, you get
synth
triangle and a
waves."
square wave.
And so I showed him pictures of it, and this guy didn't speak any English either. So I'm like with this chick who's helping me get this tattoo who doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't speak English. Like I don't speak that. Like
Oh,
and I'm just
man.
in there. And I just remember him just like taking the needle. He's like, "All right, you want to fucking like zigzag?"
Yeah.
You know, and he just was like, "Nee, nee, nee, nee," like
Yeah.
like super quick. And I just like look at it, and it's just like fucked up. Like the corners are like
Oh, yeah,
they're
yeah.
like it's like wiggly. It's all, and I'm just like, yeah, no, like I'm like no more. Like,
Fuck.
I'm like I'm fine. And he was pissed, and he just like, he's like, what the fuck? Like, and he like charged me like more. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, fuck it, and I like go home to her like family's house, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get this fixed, and they're like, all right, we got a guy. And we went
Yeah.
the next day to his guy, and it hurt like a motherfucker because he just had the tattoo on top of a tattoo.
Yeah.
And it's on the wrist, which this is like,
Yeah, it
wrists are
sucks.
not,
Yeah.
they're not the vibe. And
Oh man,
yeah, I just remember,
that's hilarious
Being
and pain in the ass.
fuck am I doing here?
I got this one on my ribs, right? I got this whole thing down my ribs.
Yeah.
It's in I show up with my mom, and my mom's getting it for me as like a gift, you know.
Yeah.
And the dude is like, "Oh yeah, dude, I got you." He's like really cool. I
Yeah.
was like, "All right, I want this quote." It's like a Grateful Dead quote because like my whole family is getting this verse or whatever. And I was like, "All right, I want that." And he's like, "All right, cool, yeah." And then I was like, "Yeah, but I want it in like Times New Roman, simple as fuck."
Yeah.
And he's like, And then he stands up. He's like, "All right, take off your shirt." I was like, "All right, word." And then I'm like trying to like make small talk with dude, and I was like, man, like I know you guys hate that like computer script shit. Like they pretty much like my tattoo homie put me on. All tattoo artists really hate doing mechanical scripts because
Right.
it's like really tedious. And I was like, I know you guys hate doing this shit. Like I was like, my bad, I'm sorry, man. And he just like, dude, like this motherfucker like just went in like the most pissed off stepdad mode like I've ever seen. Like he just like, and for like 4 hours, my ribs, shit is really painful. It's like the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
For like 4 hours, he's just like not a fucking word, dude.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm just sitting there like really just kind of like dealing with it or whatever. Every fucking thing I would say, like trying to make small talk with this dude, just ghost. Nothing. Just like he was so fucking pissed. Charged me an absurd amount for it. My mom got it. And I was like, wow, that guy was a total dick. I have to be honest. Was like an actual asshole about getting a tattoo.
Yeah.
Never in my life have I like.
Does it look good or does it look shit?
No, it looks good. He did. It's like a big.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It looks fine. Looks fine. He was just doing his job, but man, I could tell he was fucking pissed. And like he was having me like, he wanted to put on the stencil, and so he's like, stand like this. And I was like what? Like you want me to? How do you want me to? He's like this. Like he did nothing. Like he's like just turn around. And I was like, what do you mean? Like you want me to angle? And he like fucking grabbed me and like did that. And I was like, fuck you, man. Like what the fuck? Yeah. Yeah.
Tatuajes.
What?
Tattoos.
What was that?
Tattoos.
What about him?
No, just...
Facts. Is that how you say that in Spanish? Did you say that in Spanish?
Mm-hmm.
How do you say it?
Tatuaje.
Tatuaje.
So many Spanish words are just like English words that like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And they're just like a little sauced up a bit.
When I moved down here, my boy I was like, I want to learn Spanish. I was like, you got to teach me the basic ones. They're all just like the same shit, but you like mumble them kind of.
Yeah.
And that was his thing. He's like, you don't mumble shit in English. Like when people mumble,
Yeah.
like it seems like you're mumbling, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, when you talk in Spanish though.
Oh, you slur through it all. You speak
Yeah.
fast. It's like the fucking one of the fastest languages. Spanish and Japanese, the two fastest languages in the world.
Yeah.
People talk like, oh god, it's fucked, man. You know, they just like squish like 5 words, whoosh, squish together, and you're just like,
Yeah.
was that one word?
Well,
And you're like, no, like, you know.
Yeah, because he said we're going to Walmart to his mom. He said it in one fucking syllable.
Yeah.
And I was like, the fuck did you just say, Daniel? Like,
Yeah.
what do you just like?
Yeah, it's so quick and like,
I literally thought that he was like picking on his dad.
yeah.
Like I thought he was like clowning on his dad, being like, "Oh, the little Walmart," you know, like just
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
did that essentially. Like I don't know exactly what he said.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What are you like clowning on your dad right now?" He's like, "No, that's like Spanish."
I gotta take a piss.
Do it. Oh man, is this still recording? Fuck yeah, it is. Okay, everybody. It's been a wild ride. Angel is taking a pee. I hope you guys have enjoyed it thus far. There's some mushrooms on the table. There's some tequila on the table. Some limes and lemons. I might take a shot after this. Let's try it out. I have a friend who just started dropping rap on Spotify. That's fucking hilarious. He has no business in music at all. I like this angle. Man, I like this angle. I don't at all, though. I'm just kidding. It looks terrible. I should probably skip this part where I'm just talking nonsense into the microphone. While you were taking a pee, I was just speaking nonsense into the microphone. This would actually be a solid time to wrap it, though. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Hell yeah. I was just thinking I might take a commemorative shot. Try this out. Just send it after this. After I stop recording.
I would do it with you.
Yeah.
You know what we should do?
What's up?
We should do the salt shot lime thing.
Yeah.
And that will really smooth it out. You know what I mean? If you actually want to do a shot, because I was thinking
That
like,
just made my stomach turn thinking about it. But I'll ease in. I'm gonna bait.
we'll do like half a shot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause full shots of tequila are honestly like kind of fucking intense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that would be sick.
All right.
If you want, you don't have to.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I don't want to, because I don't want to pressure you. I don't want you to go too far and then to like be turned off by tequila even more.
Well, all right. I'll think about it. Let me stop this recording and then and then we'll delegate.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for listening.
Yes.
That was a rad ass 2 hours. Everyone go listen to
Was it
ONHELL's.
2 hours?
Yeah, it was 2 hours.
That was crazy.
It
Okay.
was fun as fuck,
It's,
man.
yeah, it's crazy how people record this shit for like 3-4 hours, like long podcasts and whatnot. It's wild.
I know. Well, I think you got to be like drinking. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's got to be a function.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Like
everyone.
chug a coffee or something.
Yeah, everyone go listen to ONHELL's new mixtape. It's his beat tape. It's incredible. Volume 3. Go get his Salsa. Watch his Twitch streams when he Twitch streams.
I'm gonna start that up again. Probably like once a week.
Fuck yeah.
Maybe twice if I'm really feeling it. I don't know.
That's man. That's busy. Honestly,
Yes.
I'm thinking about that same shit though, but I feel like I could pull it like an hour here and there.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you all for listening. See you on the
Yes.
other side. Go follow ONHELL everywhere.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.